Could you?
Funny.
How dare I start the stream when we just cut it and we don't do anything? Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. Say goodbye, chat, everybody.
Bye.
Say goodbye, chat, everybody.
All right, we'll give it a minute here for people to potentially start rolling in, and then we'll get started.
Yeah.
God.
Wowie.
Wowie.
Wowie zowie.
Wowie zowie,
I'm Dave.
sensei.
The wowie zowie.
Wowzers.
A dead body, ladies and gentlemen. Wowzers.
A body has been discovered. That's a Danganronpa reference.
No way.
Man,
You actually like that show?
Trash! That's a lie!
Alright. No.
Who you kid? Nagito!
I love that noise. Alright, guys. Leopold's just gonna talk in now.
So as to make sure that we don't start this horrendous bit again, hey guys, welcome to another iteration of Destruction Bench Agreement Season 6, taking place within the Destruction Bench Agreement campaign's universe. Destruction Bench Agreement is a tournament, a fighting tournament-like organization you've seen shown in anime, of course. And the iteration within the current day is only a far along season in a series of many. This is season 6 of DBA as a TV show, running in the 90s. Haha, get it? And these are reruns that are being shown in the modern day. Yeah, this is episode 2 of season 6. This is the second one that we're doing, but in universe, because it's not showing every single episode. This is episode 21, you said?
I think 22. That's why. That's
22. So this is episode 22 in universe. So it's been a fair bit in universe, or I guess rather,
just like a month or two.
It's
like,
it's in the universe of
It's been a hot minute.
Of when this takes place. It's been close to a month since the first one. So there's that. Let's introduce the people taking part here today. We got GM Kakapo.
Hi everybody, it's me, Kakapo. I'm the GM of this little mini spin-off series, and you know, it's fun to see the past of DBA, and I wanted to establish that along with some other things that, you know, would be much more fun to be explained here than in a simple flashback cutscene. So, you know, yeah.
There we go. Now we have our funny players starting at the top of the Discord, which is, hey guys, I'm Patronix or Austin, whichever you prefer. Today I'm playing Ziana, my funny little girl again. Thank you for subbing, Rob. We aren't at you yet.
Haha, not doing it.
But yeah, I'm playing my funny girl again. Up next we have Gecko.
Hey, I'm Gecko, and if you'll pan to the bottom and right, you'll see I'm playing a gremlin child. She's a lizard. It's fine. You'll see.
Yeah. And then up next we have Rob.
Hey, it's me, Rob, presuming whatever the fuck you want to call me. And I'm playing a character of mine, and his name is Leopold, and he's old. He's an old Leopold. You might recognize the name, you might not. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
That's fine.
And then last but not least, we have Roche.
Hello. It's me, the funny lizard you might recognize from places. Today I'm playing Balthazar. Actually having an accent figured out this time. I'm not in a dimensional flux where I don't have one.
There you go. Alpha.
Althasa.
Yeah. There we go. That's our funny group. We only have 4 people here today. That's something.
Yeah,
So,
We're
if you're new
vibing.
around here, you're enjoying yourself, and you want to know when, where, how, why, you can catch more of the stuff that we're doing on this Twitch channel, whether it be DBA Season 6, the main series DBA, or anything else. Make sure to join our funky Discord. Fine dining!
Fine dining.
Click the link! There we go. I believe we're good to go.
All right. As per normal with this, because this is going to be a PvP, just short fighting stuff, I'm going to give you all some time to RP it out with each other. So take it away.
Yeah. At this point, because I imagine that Ziana's maybe been in a couple of the in the sessions between 1 and 22 now, and this is certainly the least populated she's ever seen the locker room. So, under the assumption that things are like losing steam, she's just laying down on the couch here once again, playing the same game gear as in episode 1. This time, compared to last time, probably has just, like, a sticker with a funny design on it, so, you know. She's just there.
Yeah.
Balthazar is just kind of vibing at the table, tapping his little stop sign along the floor. They got the new waiting track, huh? That's interesting.
Certainly seems like it. Leopold hasn't been playing the piano. He's kind of just been looking at it. As he kind of, gets up, and kind of just walks around Balthazar and kind of takes a seat. Fancy playing a hand.
Oh, sure, I could.
All right. You do know how to play poker now, do you?
Yeah, I've played it every now and then. It's not one of the things I'm best at, but I can do it.
Good, because I sure don't. Alright.
You really don't know how to play poker, old man?
Kind of looks over at Ziana. I play more sophisticated games than poker. Games that have kind of been, what's the word for it? Replaced and everything. Regardless.
You mean like old?
Sure, you can put it that way.
Yeah.
Just in the background, everyone hears like an explosion go off, and
Oh.
the fucking as the magic circle that Nyx is working on completely fails in her face, and there's just a giant scorch mark in the bottom right of the locker room. She's like,
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like somebody's having fun.
Yeah. Because he's like the guy that kind of just like kind of helps out people behind the scenes. Frankfurt just rushes over, just like, oh, Miss takes a look at clipboard. Nyx, you good?
"Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. It's I was just trying a new rune and didn't work. What do you know?
Cool.
Yeah, you mix earth and fire too much, and it just kind of melts and explodes. Maybe.
Yeah,
it's
like-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Looks at lizards. So you brought your
Looks
friends,
back
huh?
at them. Oh yeah, these are heckos. Yeah, these guys are great. Hey, heckos.
Heckos. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Heckos.
get that. That's a fun name. Yeah, Hecko. Yeah.
Yeah, they're from hell.
Oh, I
Does
see.
that mean?
I see.
Does that mean that Nyx is the Lord of Hekos?
Yes, Roche. I guess it does.
But yeah,
What's
after
Nyx's class name?
After the explosion is heard, Ziana would, as being shown here, immediately rush over. Something interesting, huzzah! So just sort of runs over, sees all the little lizards on the top of the lockers here, and she'd sort of do like a run up here, run up the wall, and jump up here to see a gecko or a hecko even.
I see. Well, I can't control that one because for some reason, but I imagine it would turn and be just like lizard lick its eyes, like.
I've never seen these little guys here before.
Oh.
Right, yeah, you have control over that one now.
Yeah. And this one in particular seems to, have fire, like, kind of sparking off of it. Oh, hey, yeah, these are heckos. I can, like, put elements in them.
Oh, really? That
If I
sounds
try
pretty
real
cool.
hard. Yeah. Oh, they're cool. They're nice. They like eating everything. It's kind of concerning, actually. They just, like, eat anything.
Everything?
Oh, everything.
She'd pull
Yeah,
out a
it's pretty
stick of
great.
gum and extend
Yeah,
it.
it would like stare at it, like just like it's like following your movements.
Yeah.
Like, don't tease him, all right?
I mean,
if he too.
if he wants it, he can just try and get it.
Oh, maybe you will. Get it, get the gum, get the gum.
Yeah, if you want it. Yeah, just would probably be a little bit shaky with it, but like as in like playfully, but eventually would just give it to the hecko.
Yeah, it's just like jumping at it like a dumb little lizard. And then I guess it eats it, and it like sizzles on the inside. Hey, I don't know if that stuff is good for them, but like whatever.
Probably
I guess.
not. You're not supposed to eat gum.
Nah,
You're not?
yeah, or...
You're not supposed to eat gum. Oh.
You're supposed to chew it.
I just eat it. Just like. Oh.
Kid,
I mean, I've
I
done
don't
that.
know
A
what
couple,
people
I've
like
done
this
that a
stuff.
couple times, but like
kid, that stuff's made of like, kind of like a rubbery stuff. It's for your teeth. It's supposed to like keep you stimulated and stuff, and I don't know, give you something to chew while you're doing stuff. Not, it's not for like actual nutrients.
What? I mean, I did think it was weird that it only lasted like a second when you eat it.
Yeah, you're supposed to like, yeah, it's.
All right. Well.
I mean, hey, now you know. So like, that's progress.
Hey, can I have gum? I want to try chewing it.
So here's the thing. I'm not the type of person to have gum on me at all times.
I'm not talking to you.
yeah. Ziana just
Following
sort
head.
of dangling her legs over the side of the locker here. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just tosses a piece.
Oh, yeah, something to note about Nyx. One, she has a tail, and two, both of her arms are basically prosthetics. They are not real arms. That's important to note. But yeah, she catches it, and then just like a gremlin, just with her mouth open.
Hey, is everything going all right out there, or
There are lizards over here.
lizards?
I'm like a
Looks
lizard
to Leopold.
person. All right.
Leopold is playing old man game TM by himself after Balthazar got up.
His silly little.
Leopold, do you want to go investigate these lizards?
You go on ahead. I'm sure I'll see them eventually.
All right.
When I'm killing them with my knife.
I can't wait to see them squeal and suffer.
I just had a cool idea. She like starts drawing a circle. Boop boop. Okay, not in blood.
Blood.
Not in blood. I'll just yeah, I'll just make it like one of these. It's just a small magic circle. Just working on it. Yeah.
All right.
I'll
yeah.
roll for it. It's an ability, but
Meanwhile, while she's doing that, Ziana just looking down at this hecko as it sticks out its tongue, she'd stick her tongue back at it.
Aww.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's approaching. Oh God.
they see this one get gum and they want in.
So what's up, Roche?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Frankfurter was just gonna clap his hands together and just say, "Alright, so, to know if you guys haven't noticed, bit emptier today.
yeah, it's a wasteland
is-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically old kids and then Leopold.
Yeah.
I'm-
Uh-huh.
I'm not a kid, alright?
Oh, kids, you say?
He snaps your neck.
That gives me an idea. Have you kids ever heard of school?
Yeah, but Frankfurter just says, "Alright, so, couple of guys, they were going to come here, two of them canceled last minute, yeah, if any of you ever saw Charlemagne in action, he was going to be here, and then there's also going to be a newbie, but neither of them were really up to snuff, I suppose, so it's just going to be a 2v2, if..."
I mean, I don't know. I've seen Balthazar fight a couple times, and I know some of the stuff that Leopold can do, and lizards are cool, so it should be fun enough to keep me entertained for a bit.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
I mean, I'm a one-girl army, so like,
3v1,
I could
3v1.
fight them myself. I don't wanna, but I could.
Yeah, sure. So yeah. Yeah, should be getting ready pretty soon, so just you might want to clean up your mess, by the way. Just
I'm trying. Alright, I had an idea for it, but this magic circle just isn't working for me.
Mr. Bangle might delete you.
Just would, after leaving 2 sticks of gum for the other 2 lizards, it's not working?
Yeah, you know, so it's delicate, you know, you gotta get it right. Like the geometry, if it's like off, then it might explode in your face. Which
Yeah,
it
yeah.
never happens to me. Never. I'm a master.
What was the explosion earlier then?
No, that was. She points at this lizard. That was his fault. He did it. And
Would just sort of crouch down and look over the magic circle. Are there any funky runes and any weird languages there?
there is in fact runes. I'm not sure if you'd be able to tell what they say, but yeah, it's basically just like your usual plain old magic circle.
Yeah.
But I guess the runes inside sort of have arrows facing outwards, and then arrows facing inwards on the other side. So it's like a
Yeah.
and then in the center it's got the the best way I could describe it is basically like a primal sort of lizard, like a sketchy lizard drawing, but made of runes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen anything quite like this before.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. Learned from some old books, but they're all gone, so I gotta figure things out myself now. But it's fine. It's fun. Let me take one last crack.
Hey.
come on, kid, I believe in you. There we go.
And I'll drag you. But yeah, I'm not sure if you want me to post my passive now, but
You don't have to. I'm not gonna make you,
Okay.
but if you wanna, I mean, sure.
All right. So you know, I'll post the help Lego. In fact, there we are. Oh, we little hell geckos, and I can imbue them with an aspect, which I am imbuing with this atro. So the idea is that this lizard, basically, as it walks, is like a little Roomba. Because it's like storing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not. It has to be the bloody one by default, doesn't it? Alright. There we go.
Look at him.
Look at
The
him.
vet.
Ugh.
Go clean it up. Go, shoot. See, look, I'm helping.
Frankfurter just gives you a thumbs up. He seems like a totally cool dude. Yeah. But Balthazar or Leopold, you guys haven't been talking as much, so do you guys want to have anything particular?
Well, I'm good.
No,
Leopold
man, these are
is
just a lot
being
of
old
lizards.
man.
Sorry. These are just a lot of lizards. I don't know how I can comment more than that.
Alright. Yeah, and is everyone else good? Just...
I mean, yeah, it
Because
sounds like no
otherwise-
one's jumping at the bit, so Ziana would just sort of stand up. Okay, this has been cool and all seeing the lizards, but I'm getting tired of waiting. Are we starting soon?
Oh, yeah. It's about like 5 minutes still. So, best, let's get into our places. Yeah, he just motioned y'all along and just.
Ooh. My first fight. It's gonna be cool and
Is it-
great.
This is your first fight, like, ever?
Oh, well, not my first fight ever. I mean, obviously. But, you know, my first fight here,
Mm.
in this place. I don't know, I was expecting it to be, like, more dramatic, but you really do just gotta sit around and then, like, they eventually tell you to go out and fight each other.
Yeah, no, this is the waiting room. It's... I don't know. I've been here a couple times, and usually there's more people to talk to at the least, but, like, this time, no.
Well, you guys are here at least. So that's cool.
Yeah.
A cool stop sign. Did you tear it out of the ground yourself?
Balthazar explodes from the inside and loses his vocal cords.
Whoa!
He
He
dies.
falls-
What?
he, like,
Nix
falls into,
asked...
like a bowling
Yeah,
pin.
Nix said, hey, cool stop sign. You pull it from the ground yourself?
Oh,
Whoop. Shit.
yes, actually.
That's kind of scary, dude.
I just sort of, ignored the fact that they're supposed to be heavy and just uprooted it. I just pulled it out.
I like his style.
Thank you. I like the, runes that you have going on.
Thank you. Yeah, I work pretty hard on it. I'm a somewhat of a scholar. Yeah,
I could tell.
scholar of destruction, you could say.
His fucking head.
Ah,
He just peeks through the door and just says, "Hey guys, 2 minutes. Come on, we
Yeah,
gotta get
well,
going."
Before
destruction
Leopold,
sounds
Oh.
pretty nice, but yes,
Yeah, yeah.
let's go.
Before Leopold goes, Ziana would just sort of look up to him. You ready to go, old geezer?
It's been a while. I haven't done much the past couple of weeks, so I thought I'd stop by and, loosen up my bones a little bit
Yeah.
before I get back to work.
Better hope they don't all break at once.
They won't. Don't worry about that.
We'll see about that.
Okay. It seems like you all like bone breaking, it seems.
I think it's great.
I don't know, you're just old.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and you each be told that Ziana and Nyx would be on the purple team, and Leopold and Balthazar will be on the yellow team. So
Alright.
So
Well, wait.
you all are eventually. Let me get this music track off. Let's change this track name. Bop. And switched over. Monty and Daphne are just giving their usual spiel, like, ah, yes, another fine episode of Destruction Bench Agreement. And oh yes, it truly is. And we've got a smaller cast, but hopefully we should still be able to keep your attention. We've got one hell of a gimmick. We've got some, yes, indeed, we've got some veterans this time, including those on the yellow team, Balthazar and Leopold. Both have been here. Both have been here before. You know them, you love them. And on the purple team, we also got Ziana, who's been here a couple times before, but also a new person. Give a warm welcome to Nyx.
Wait, Leopold? Leopold, are you coming out?
Sorry, I just got a little lost. Let me drag myself out of the bathroom. Alright, I'm here. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I just got a little heart attack.
That's just, you know, I'm old. I'm slow. You know how it is. Well, actually, you don't. You're young and you have life and energy. That's fine.
Man, I never want to get old.
Well, you will.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, looks like everyone's ready to go. Say, how y'all feeling?
Really, that's all you got, old man?
I'm doing quite alright.
Just really, that's all you got, old man?
I'm feeling the pep in my step, you know? I'm just
Doesn't
ready
look
to
like
get
it.
going. Well, you'll see, Ziana.
Oh yeah, well, seems like things are raring to go. We should probably let them know about the gimmick, right, Daphne? And Monty kind of just steps off to the side, and Daphne's just like, alright. Now, gimmick this time, because I'm going to be using my epithet on this battlefield. And to that kind of sort of, like a, ooh, she's using her epithet kind of over, as mentioned before, she did participate in Season 5. Leopold, you've also, appeared in Season 5, correct?
He's been around. He's been a DBA here and there. He's probably been in a lot of seasons in the past, like, 30 years or so.
Yeah. But, yeah, Daphne would be like, and now, for those who aren't caught up, or don't know my great abilities and all of that, well, let me just show you them. And just across the entire battlefield, you feel like the energy sort of rises as she kind of steps to the side, and, this appears where she was standing. Now, these things, call them momentum mines. Best don't step on them, and, you know, they just keep appearing where you... Thing about them is that they just keep appearing from wherever you stand, so, to just keep on moving.
So,
Leopold,
hold on a second.
Mines again.
Yeah, I was about to say, really? We're doing the mines gimmick again?
Special
not
lines.
not quite.
Oh. Siphon everyone else's power to strengthen themselves instead of
Herself.
giving you strength. And
There's no... Yeah. Want me to read this?
that is not her own. Oh, sorry.
I'll read it out. So,
Okay.
Daphne's power mostly affects herself, but she's learned how to siphon everyone else's power to strengthen herself. On the start of a given unit's turn that is not her own, a glowing rhombus will appear on the space in which they started their last turn. If anyone touches any of these spaces, the kinetic energy will be sapped out of their body. This quarters their movement action, as well as stiffening their body to the point that certain actions will be harder to perform, giving them a debuff to their next action depending on how much they need to move themselves in order to do it.
Now, there's usually a lot more to that when I'm participating, but you know, I'm gonna be off to the sides. Oh, keep on moving, and of course, the other rules apply. And she would kind of nod to Monty, and it's just like, and dispel the square. Well, you ready to start? Oh, I'm more ready than ever, Daphne. Let's get let's get rolling. He kind of just, and they both kind of just quickly dash over to each of these.
And while they do, Ziana would just sort of take a step over to Nyx. All right, now since this is your first time, be careful. They're probably going to, especially if there's going to be stuff that's making it hard to move, people are going to probably try and take advantage and push you out of the ring again. It's how I lost the first time, and it's really annoying.
Ugh. Sounds like a real boring way to go. Push, you're out.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Guess it works, but meh.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Oh, I never added a bonus to this fucking sheet.
Nice.
Or I can help you out.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it. There we go.
Wow,
Hey!
we all rolled really low.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, Nyx, take it away.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of coffee. Right,
Good?
so... Yeah, good. Next. Let's see where to start. I suppose I will spend... Okay, so hold on. The idea is you've got to move every turn, or else this mine will appear where you're standing and heck you up.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically, don't keep standing in the same place. I'm moving.
Okie doke. Well, I suppose I'll start by getting them funky little lizards out, and I'm going to spend my action on this to give it another level. And I realized I did have the old version. The old version was just like pay 3. Doesn't matter how much action economy you use. This one changes depending on how strong it is, basically. So with that in mind, action, help workers. God damn it. That would cost 2 because I'm using the bonus action and action.
Sorry,
so-
dude. Yeah, trying,
Yeah.
but like, you left all of your best geckos in the other room, still cleaning up the mess.
man.
You can't manage to get anyone else out right now. But try again, and you might alert the right boys. So, do
All right. Well,
anything else?
that's my action, and my bonus action.
All right.
So, I guess I'll just move up here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right, I'll move there.
Okay, where'd you start your turn?
Right.
Oh, right, right
Yeah.
there-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, okay. No, I already tracked it, so you don't need to have anything there. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
That's your turn,
Uh,
Diana.
because she's interested and she's fought alongside Balthazar before, I'm gonna hold till after Balthazar.
Okay. Bizarre.
Alright. By the way, is this impassable, or can we just, like, walk over that if we want?
Oh yeah, you can just walk over it. It's basically, announce here. Just
Yeah,
for cool
alright.
aesthetic,
I
but, you know.
just realized I didn't pull up my character sheet. That's fine. There we go. Waiting for me, huh, Ziana?
Yeah.
Alright. May as well not keep you too long. Balthazar is gonna move up. And you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Active Defiance to effectively make it to ignore the fact that I can only make one action in a turn, so that maybe I can combo a little bit.
Okay, that's fun.
Action economy. Ah, not quite.
Nah.
Ah.
Yeah,
Dang,
you just started
unfortunate.
warming up, so yeah.
Alright, well. I'll just go with this. Balthazar twirls around the stopgap and is just gonna swing at Ziana. Bip.
Alright, may as well give it a shot, so I'm gonna try and let me just remind myself exactly how this works. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo. Yep. I'm going to try and use Sixth Sense, and specifically the one-stam version. So basically, it's just me moving out of the way.
Okay, let me compare the two rolls.
16 versus 12.
So, 16 versus 12? Okay, so... still a good roll. So I'm gonna give you something, but like... Balthazar, it deals 5 damage, right? Balthazar, like, swings this thing. Ziana, you've seen him fight before. You can predict his movements. Maybe not as well as... since you don't really have that much precision on him, but
Yeah.
still, like slashes, and then just, like, it hits, like, the side of your face. But, including cost, take 2.
Okay. And Balthazar would get 1 stack of precision on him.
I
Alright,
see.
yep.
You would get a
That-
stack
that
of
goes through.
upheaval.
Gotcha.
And, yeah.
I guess I'll mark it
Both
with
stack
this.
each other.
Yeah, we stack each other.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so now it hits Ziana's turn. So she's starting in this space. Make a mark of that, Kakapo.
I will.
And, basically, she would be entirely focused on Balthazar right now. However, Leopold's here, and, she knows of
He waves.
Leopold. And so because of that, she's gonna have to pull out something that she hasn't actually pulled out yet, in the DBA tournament, as she, focuses for a moment, takes a deep breath in, a breath out, and Leopold's certainly heard of, especially Ziana's family being able to do this technique. This is a staple of theirs.
Oh, fuck this.
As I'm gonna go for Shadow Step, and I'm gonna be, let's roll for it. I'm gonna be moving 4 spaces, so it'll be, I'm gonna move 3 spaces, so it'll be 3 stem.
Oh.
You do that?
Cool. So basically, she takes a step for every stamina that she paid, so 1, 2, 3, and while she was passing by Balthazar, she can choose to use a basic attack on him, which she will, so here is the basic attack.
I'm gonna say that deals, minor success, 2 damage.
Cool. Do I get precision stacks?
No, not on that roll.
No, fine enough. So 2 damage, and then along with it, basically, let me just grab. There would be funny haha me's in these spaces. These are after images of me. You know, Killua.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are all funky after images. If you're trying to attack me, you have to roll 1dx, x being me, plus the amount of after images. If you roll the highest, you hit me. If you roll anything less than that, you dispel one of the after images, and in the process, precision is put on you, and you can still take another main action, but at halved effectiveness. So it's not going to completely waste your turn, but it's going to reduce your effectiveness if you hit an after image. And that is her turn.
Leopold.
He kinda has been walking up and he's got the cane holding it behind him and his arms behind him as he sees Ziana, do her thing, and he's like, I'm flattered. You think I'm worthy of something like this? Alright, don't say anything then.
Yeah, she's not giving away her position.
Alright, I'll just say right now, so, Leopold's talent, the owl, he has an easier time trying to find people that are trying to hide and whatnot, He's got passive perception, So, just keep that in mind for everything. Regardless, seeing that Ziana's doing a little thing and whatnot, seeing that Nyx is kind of just by themselves. They are going to look over to Nyx and just zoop. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's in within range, as he kind of, if you have fast perceptions and everything, you could see that he's running really, really fast. An old man should not run this fast, but he's here now.
Yep.
He just
That was
teleported.
as a
What?
movement action, and then he is going to grab the back of Nyx's shirt, because I'm assuming like Nyx was facing like forward towards him, and then as he's there, he's gonna grab the back of her shirt and try to flip. It's a her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, try to flip her up and over him, because she's childlike. Up and over him into the space that she started in, using
Okay.
damage is variable, but the effect that I want is being able to move, and that's a 6. So I would say,
That's a 6. I'm gonna say that's gonna move her over one space, but
yeah,
and
but not to the
steal-
starting space.
Not to the starting space. No, not in that roll, because
Hmm.
yeah, that just isn't high enough for that. But you move her
Mhm.
here. You just slam her over. I'm gonna say that deals 3 damage,
Oh,
but other than
I'll
that,
take it.
nothing much comes from that.
oh, you're a little
An old man.
heavier than I expected. That's besides
yeah.
the point.
You notice her arms, which are made of
Oh,
some stone material, like.
Well, Ziona is going out and kind of using her signature thing. It would be kind of rude for me if I didn't do the same. As he kind of pulls out a black and white mask from beneath his jacket and puts it on.
That's some cursed mask thing, is it? You're gonna turn into a monster.
Doesn't respond.
Spooky.
And then his passive, One with the Damned, he has variants with all of his abilities that he can swap into as a free action and everything.
Turned into a
And
monster.
it's Stan's character.
Mhm.
And then he has a bonus action at the end of his turn. He is going to manifest his cane and whatnot. Let's say right here, on this kind of next to Balthazar and everything. And it doesn't deal damage, but just there we go. This doesn't deal damage, but it can apply a debuff, and if anything, he would want to try and maybe disperse the thing if he can, because it's weird, illusion stuff, and it's a ghostly debuff, But if he can, if it's the real Ziana, then he'll try to make her glow, so it's a bit easier to hit her,
Okay, yeah, give me a roll for that.
So definitely hollow. Nope, that's a 5.
Yeah, nah. Ziana's seen this trick before.
Yeah.
When you,
Yeah.
I bet you've skirmished before, so it's just
Yeah, we've had
kind
a
of
little bit of
fine
fun.
tuned her. Yeah, I imagine fine tuning her after I make move fast, kind of a little bit past that. So nothing right now.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. That's Leopold's turn.
All right, Nyx.
Can use it
Okay,
anytime,
so-
just return Lux Hour.
Okay,
If that's
so
okay.
this space, poof, just flows to life.
Well, hold
Crackling
on.
with
Before that, what's the
electrical
anytime
energy.
you're using, Gecko?
I was gonna use this on Leopold right here. Blambo Blambo, Swift Side. So basically, it takes my passive, which you haven't seen yet, and does a super quick.
Oh,
He'll come back in a sec, I'm sure.
a super quick.
super quick.
She just adds 1 to the cost.
Well, you were eaten.
Yeah.
So...
Can you say that last part? What does it do, super quick, Gecko?
Yeah, sorry, I was just fixing up my internet a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
You guys can hear me now properly?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, super quick rune from passive. Now, assuming that this does work, what the aspects I'm adding to this are, hold on. Give me a sec, I'm just grabbing them.
Yeah. She got it.
And she's specifically trying to, because their epithet allows her to do, well, assuming she has an epithet, draw like a light magic circles in the air on things. Here we go. There we go. So, there we go. That's the 3 she's adding. So she's storing enemies' health with the rune on Leopold. So it's until he can disrupt it. I assume it's just gonna like drain his vitality.
Okay, I'm gonna say on Leopold's turn, unless you want it to behave a little bit differently, unless you want it to behave immediately, on Leopold's turn, it's gonna deal like 1d3 lifesteal damage and heal you for that much. So.
Yep,
Does
that's
it do anything funky because Leopold is considered to be a ghost right now?
fine. In what way? Because it's direct. It is direct life force. So I don't know how you would interpret that.
He is technically a ghost right now because he still would take damage and everything while in this form if it's like direct damage and everything, but it's weird, you know?
I'll
Mhm.
think of something by the time that comes
Oh.
around. Just yeah, figure out how that interacts. So don't worry. But yeah, Nyx. Now, you were using that on Leopold's turn, right?
Yes. Or in the
Right,
gap
now-
between our turns, yeah.
Well, it's now your turn. That thing, that symbol, just poof. There it goes. Big lexical energy. Don't touch it. So what are you gonna do?
Okay. So Nyx, you know, she's practiced, but she hasn't done real combat very much, so she's already very tired.
Yeah.
Therefore, Alright, well, I didn't actually get her name, but cool, like, after image lady, seems to have things handled, so I'm just gonna run up here, and then what she's gonna do is use an ability. Yep. There we go. Fiendish Freeze Island.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, I basically draw on the map. Is what happens now. And based on the color and shape, it does a thing. Now, here's what I'm drawing.
What?
You know? Yeah, like
Like a red cross.
Yeah,
like a red cross.
like a red cross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, the red cross. GM has the final say. Yeah, like, I mean, the red cross. I mean, what does the red cross... If you did roll low, I was gonna crucify you, but luckily we don't have
Jesus.
to deal with that.
Oh my god.
But, yeah, the red cross, I mean, yeah, you're getting some medical aid, like some bandages come out of the rune and just patch you up. I'd say anyone who steps within that, as long as that sticks around, healed from that. So yeah, give me a D3, or no, a D3 plus 1.
Oh, alright.
For this first round.
Like a potion.
Yeah.
One from Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, nice. Refund the
Yeah,
cost.
heal for 4.
And
Yeah,
these
feels really refreshing.
staying loose in combat really was a good idea. Thanks, Big Sis.
She says to herself.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
It's action movement.
Balthazar.
Oh wait, I
So-
didn't use my bonus action. Fuck. Oh.
Well,
Actually,
well,
would
well,
you
well.
still let me?
I'll
Okay,
still let
alright. Alright, so now you get to see the passive. It's a lot. It's a lot. Essentially,
lot.
she makes runes. What a surprise! And she can spend action economy to do simple runes. So she's using her bonus action. Yeah, to inscribe a simple rune, which has. I think simple runes only have one aspect. 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it 2? I'm sorry. I should. It's been
You're good.
a while.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 1 or 2. But it's so hard to read with these like. When Roll20 crushes it. Simple room, 2 aspects. Yeah. All right. So those 2 aspects. I'm going to make these 2. Atro and Orta, sorry. Which is, it's basically the effects are if someone touches the rune, it draws them in and then like pushes them out. So it's a knockback rune essentially.
Yeah, a knockback rune. Okay, where are you putting that?
And yeah, I'll roll for that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Going back to episode 1, yeah. Similar.
Right.
Yeah, similar to that, someone steps in it, they're going for a ride. Very big ride.
Good. Excellent. And that's that.
That's prof, isn't it?
That is prof, yeah.
And
I don't have a crit theme in here yet, unfortunately. That's a shame.
if
Oh
you have
well.
one, you could just put it in voiceless and we can just play it for ourselves.
Okay. Sure. I'll grab it.
Alright. Yeah, well, and in the meantime, Balthazar. Well,
So
first off,
Balthazar, sorry.
First off, this mine just appears, it like draws itself from the ground and just glows to life. So.
Well, she specifically draws it, but yeah.
Well, no, it's the
Oh,
mine,
I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
the
Gotcha.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Balthazar just kind of stands here for a second, sees 4 Zianas, sees Leopold just like flash stepped over there. I get a little bit of the impression that I am a little outmatched, but that's not going to stop me. Like before, oh wait a minute, I think, oh yeah, I get a stack of Know Your Enemy against Ziana because she hit me. That's something I should remember.
Yeah, keep track of that.
I think I get
Okay,
2
then
because she put,
Inverse.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, like before, I'm gonna attempt to active Defiance so that maybe I have a little more combo action economy. Or, you know what, actually, I'm gonna rebel against the fact that there's a fake Ziana, so if I hit one of them, I could just consider it the real one or something. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm going to act as though this worked, I think.
No.
As in, Balthazar is stupid, so he just assumes it does.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Balthazar, you are absolutely sure that you're gonna hit the real one no matter what.
Alright, lining up the hit. I'm going to I'm gonna. For now, I'm gonna actually Insurrection install just because there are a lot of Xeonas here going on, so that I can just have this set up. And Bip.
Oof.
All right. I'm
Oh,
going to
Balthazar,
fail my
buddy.
entire turn. And move. All right.
No. Yeah, no.
I'm repositioning now.
I see.
Sorry, dude. That's everything you can do, Ziana.
All right.
Well, first off,
Yeah.
important question before we start.
Yeah.
Your after images taking the same effects as you do.
I mean, theoretically they can. Yes. The thing is that like, because the thing is they're after they literally don't do anything. So if this thing is trying to siphon life force from the after image, it wouldn't get much else other than like maybe some latent shadow energy.
It's not life force, it's kinetic energy.
Well,
Trying to get
again,
out.
it's weird because it's kind of like weird illusion trickery. So like I guess maybe there's something there, but
So, actually, you know what I'm going to say is going to happen? This mine appears underneath this Ziana. It doesn't do anything. Daphne kind of just looks. She's not. Seems the thing isn't powering up, and it shrugs. This after image right here, it's now a dead giveaway that it's
an
not
after
the real
image.
one. So it's only going. Yes, it's an after image. So it's going to be a D3 to attack now.
yeah. Well, it's fine because these things only last till the end of my next turn anyway, so they're disappearing after this. So
Okay.
basically, let's see here. It's the start of my turn. We'll say for the sake of it that let me check the range on something here. Because yeah, within my movement, and I have 6 movement. Yeah, this is fine. This is also fine though. We'll say that this Ziana right here is the real one, that she didn't actually move. And so what she is gonna do is she's going to. Well, the thing is, she also knows Leopold, and he's like a ghost right now, so he's like wispy, right?
Ghost.
Alright, so you know, actually, if that's the case, then...
If you want to give me a roll, Austin, I'll tell you what he may or may not have at any time in his ghost mode. Nope,
I
you don't
know.
remember. It's
Yeah,
been a while.
But considering that he's in ghosty mode, she's not going to take a chance with this, so actually I'm going to go for Balthazar. And on his stop sign arm, whichever his predominant arm that he's wielding that in, I'm gonna run over and strike the shoulder of that arm with a dislocation point.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh! Where was your crit theme again?
It should be in, if there isn't a 90s folder, it's either in other played, and it'll be at the very bottom, because it's
Well,
Z.
I'd rather not take 12 damage, so I'm gonna Rebel's Guard. I can succeed at this.
That's all Leopold's. Crits other. I'll just check this one. If not, just post your thing in the voiceless chat. We can just listen to it from there.
Yeah.
When lucky. Oh no! Yep, here it is. Found it.
Cool.
Whoops.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So.
Also,
let
this
me,
is technically a 14, but that's about it.
So how this interaction is gonna go? Ziana gives away her position, leaps forward, and where are you striking?
Whatever his arm that he wielded the stop sign is, that arm's shoulder.
Yeah. Dominant arm, just boom, like aiming for right that shoulder. Balthazar, seeing this coming, kind of just. I'm imagining Ziana kind of like goes for the shoulder. Balthazar, covers himself in like this lexical rebellious smoke, that signature with his epithet. Ziana kind of just turns around, strikes the actual shoulder she was aiming at, the one holding his stop sign, and deals, I'm gonna say this is gonna deal 8 damage. Not as much as usual, but like, still a lot.
Yeah. And then I have a funny question for you, Kakapo. Or I guess two things. Well, first off, let me roll my 1d2 precision that would be applied with this attack. So that's another 1.
I'll give it an extra. I'll give it an extra 1 because it was a 20.
Alright, so Balthazar gets 2 precision, and I'm gonna ask right now, I know with my Shadow Step basic attack I did last turn, right? Because I rolled low on the basic attack, it didn't inflict anything. I remember while rereading it, when I do a basic attack with Shadow Step, if it hits, it inflicts 2 more stacks than usual. Would that do anything in this case or not? Like from the last attack I did.
The last time, I'll give him an extra 1 then.
That's fine.
Just because that was my mistake and I didn't remember how it worked, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to fuck over Balthazar.
Yeah, no, it's
too.
all good. I just wanted to ask. So if that's how that goes,
Yeah, of course.
she can choose to zoom back to where she was, so she will.
Okay.
Well, the turn hasn't passed yet. And so that happens, and then with my movement action, I'm gonna move into the funny Healy zone. As these guys dispel because my turn ends. So it's a 1d3, right?
It's a 1d3.
Cool.
I'm just gonna say that.
Alright, 1d3. It's coming. There we go. Alright, that's Ziana.
Oh boy. So. Yeah, Ziana, Zanza here's for the upgrade and stuff, so, you know, if we want to take care
Oh,
of
hey,
that now.
Zanza.
Yeah. It's kind of a chunky one.
Yeah.
So let me try to get into the roll 20 once.
Alright, cool.
Well, if not, you could just pass it off to me and just read it.
It's not exactly something you can just read. You'll see.
Let's see. It's written in an eldritch tongue.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Cause, oh boy.
Yeah, I'll play Ziana's crit theme one more time while this is going on.
Okay.
Just because, you know, A, I like it, B, we're reading the upgrade and
Yeah.
I can't.
Cool.
Excuse me. I want to make at all readable in roll 20.
Yeah, are people having fun, by the way?
I'm having a good time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Roche, I'm sorry.
Now,
dude.
can I just real quick while we're dealing with this, just ask a very quick question?
Yeah.
Let me fucking find it. So like, so like, funny comeback kid, right? Does this count?
I'd say so.
Yeah, because it is generally such a character with a stat total twice his own,
Oh boy.
outnumbered by 2 or more, or if the GM.
boy.
All right.
Alright.
Guildwalker. Leona has
Wait.
access to a wide variety of premium weapons. Choose 2 of the options below to keep.
Yeah, so Longsword, a sniper rifle named Longsword. This weapon rolls disadvantage at enemies 20 or fewer spaces from me. Deals a chunky 9 damage at 500 range. It can only be fired once per round. When spending precision, you may redirect however much of that bonus damage dealt towards critical hit range instead. Hunting Knife, 3 at 1, inflicts a stack of bleed on 16+. When spending precision, you may redirect however much of the bonus damage dealt towards increasing blood stacks inflicted on the 16+. When hitting with this weapon, you may choose to either apply 2d4 precision to the hit target, or you may choose to make the action to use this a bonus action retroactively. This can only be done once per round. Oh boy. High caliber pistol, but when silence isn't necessary, 5/5, it is not stealthy. 1d2, cool. Ring Claw, a ring, which with a flick of my wrist extends into a blade around my finger. Deals 2 at 1 and inflicts 1 precision and has a +4 crit range. You may attempt this weapon attack automatically for free whenever you land a bare-handed attack on an enemy. Vibration Sword, a katana designed for only the most skilled, confident, and poised of killers. This weapon deals 5 at 1, pierces DR, and inflicts 2d6 precision stacks onto an enemy. This weapon has a -4 to its roll, and you can allocate proficiency to it to solely remove this debuff. 3 proficiency removes the debuff by 1 and caps out with the debuff completely at 12% proficiency allotted. Weighted yo-yo, yeah! It took pulling some strings to get this weapon made especially for me. It deals 6 at 3 and knocks hit targets up to 1 space in any direction, or knocks them prone, assuming the target is 4x4 or smaller. However, this yo-yo spends precision to increase its knockback and cannot be used to increase its damage. Hidden Blade, with a flick of my wrist, a dagger can be extended directly from beneath the sleeve. This deals 4 at 1 and inflicts 1d3 plus 2. On prone targets or targets that are unaware of my exact presence, its damage and precision are boosted by +2. Razor Wire, oh boy, we got more. Extremely thin wires which can easily slice through human skin. While this can be used as a basic attack to deal 1 damage and inflict 3 bleed stacks at 1 range, that's not its primary purpose. As a bonus action, I may leave some wire floating in the air where I am. Upon doing this at least twice, I may as an action, cause the wire to snap back, dealing 8 damage, inflicting 3 bleed, and inflicting 1d4 plus 1 precision on everyone within the shape defined while connecting the dots of the wire behind. Black Claw, family technique that Ziana has finally learned. This attack deals 3 at 1 range and inflicts 1d2. Drains 3 at 1 range and 1d2. Heightened training. Weapons? No, you must solely rely on yourself. Choosing this upgrades your deadly technique, instead of granting you a new weapon. The upgrade can be whatever you desire, but is written by me and always comes with +1 damage or +1 precision inflicted. In addition to the other change, you may choose this option multiple times. Holy fuck, I'm going to have to think about this.
I'm sorry.
No,
I had fun, right?
Listen, I love it. I just am going to have to think really hard, and it's all good. She didn't bring the weapon this time. We're going to think about it.
Yeah.
Let me get back. Let me get on the second fight track.
Holy fuck.
Track 2. Yeah,
Thank
this
you,
is
Zanza.
about, but yeah, Zanza, real cool stuff.
Yeah. Just tell me what you
right?
think when
yeah,
you.
I will. Yeah,
I'll be out.
Alright, before my turn, I'm gonna do funky teleport.
First off.
Alright. Funky teleport to there. And then I take cost in my stat. Alright. That's Leopold's actual turn. Starts his turn there, kinda sees Ziana and Nyx vibing at the funky healing thing and everything. As not really say anything, he kinda just takes his mask off. Well, you two are certainly having a little bit of fun over there now, aren't you? Regardless. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. He's gonna come over to Balthazar and he's gonna... Alright. You seem like you're not in the best of shape right now, are you, friend?
Not quite.
Alright, let's try to fix that now, shall we? As he kind of like holds out a hand and kind of just touches it on your shoulder and then kind of surges a little bit as you can feel your soul itself being invigorated. He is spending 7 on this, so you would heal for 7.
Okay, yeah, no, that works.
And then I get to choose a buff based on one of my Larua stuff. What do you kind of want, Roche? What do you kind of want as a buff of some sorts? I'll see if I can make it work.
I guess because I have funny comeback kit active, something that makes me better the more I fail, ? So it's like a net mechanic ? I don't know. There are a lot of people accosting me right now.
Alright. I don't think I could. Well, this is a little bit of a stretch, but Comeback Kid is like one of your like something in your kit, right?
Yeah.
So Lara Ray Spiral basically gets rid of like abilities and everything. Can the buff from that be that basically you get more instead of, you know, like losing stuff, like Comeback Kid specifically is just better overall. You know, it's just increased in effectiveness.
All right.
If that's all right, Kakapo.
Yeah. It's basically, yeah,
Alright.
like a +1 every time you fail until you succeed.
There we
So-
go.
All
Sure.
right.
And yeah, no. How far away are they? They're like 6, 7. You know. Yeah. Yeah. No. He'll swap back to Ghost mode because he can just do that as a free action on his turn. But yeah, that's his turn.
So he can swap out and then back in as well as separate
Yeah.
action.
It's
Handy.
just a free action that he can use as many times as he wants. It's taking on and off a mask.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh no, it costs 1 stamina to put my mask on my face.
It doesn't even cost stamina. It's just
I know. I was joking. But like,
yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Now, you know what you got
it's
next?
girl turn. 1d3,
Girl
I
turn.
assume. Healy. Kakapo.
I said yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't come through for me.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Well, yeah, heal for 1.
Handy dandy. All right. Yeah, she turns to Ziana like, you've got to show me how to do that. The dislocation
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
it's just striking a really precise point.
Oh, really? It's just martial arts.
I mean, I'm trained. I can do it really well, but you know.
I mean, it's still cool.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, I don't want to get hit by those guys, so I'm just gonna just real quick help. Hey guys. Handy dandy. All right. So she's spending her movement.
Uh-oh.
Probably a bad idea, actually.
Uh-oh.
So actually, no. Let's not.
Uh-oh.
Let's use action and bonus action to. So it's a D 1d4, and I can add 2 aspects to them. So let's make those heckos here. So I'll roll the 1d4. And, oh, I should take the cost, which would be 2. And then 1d4. Heckos. Nice. And then the aspects I'm giving them are... hold on. Zoom.
Zoom.
And zoom. And you know what? Yeah, let's make them zoomy fire geckos.
Yeah. Like the
Alright.
silly pepper Yoshi from Mario Galaxy 2.
I guess. And she's making four little heckos on this point. Who they have 2 stamina and 4 movement at
Gotcha.
base. But they might change depending on runes added. So
I mean, I'm gonna say give him give me another roll just to let me look at the initial roll.
So
16.
60.
I'm gonna say give him 7 movement because of zoom and
Okie doke.
you know.
And they still have 2 stamina. Do you mind
That's
just copying
no
like
noise.
3 more of those and making them a little bit smaller? And I guess you can tint them red if you want, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll tint them red. I'll tint them red for you. Do that for you, buddy. this color. Yeah. Boom.
Handy dandy.
Here we go.
They're not like human size. They are still small, but yeah.
Teeny little
Alright.
buddies.
Kind of buddies. Alright. Now runes activate and they're just like gone. So if any of them touch that, they just zoom off. In I assume the opposite direction. So they're not
Basically,
gonna
I'm gonna rule it like they're gonna be knocked in a random direction.
Okay.
But you have
I
more
guess
control over it with your guys, you know? Like allies can use it to their advantage, enemies randomized, you know?
Okay, fair enough. Will you allow these little fellas to act?
16, yeah.
Okay. Alright. So these have 6 movement, was it? Yeah.
7.
7, right.
Seven.
Gotcha. Alright. I'll make
They're
note of that.
fast.
They're zoomy. Very zoomy. Pure movement energy. Alright, well, whatever. I only need one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 6. 7.
Yeah.
The zoomy little fellas come waddling
Yeah.
out. And they're just gonna take
Alright.
little nips.
As they all, get kind of surround Leopold, he's just gonna teleport out. Yeah, maybe.
Oh man.
Oh man, these are really cool geckos. You don't want to teleport out. You want to see what they can do. They're just little funky boys.
They're still gonna have me take cost.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you teleport up here so you're not surrounded. But you know.
Okay. That works.
Damn, bro.
It's a minor success, so there we go. Anything
Well,
else?
one of
Nix?
these still gets its attack.
Oh,
And these don't have set damages. I imagine it would be low and then increase depending on if they've got like elemental stuff helping them. So one can attack. Nip.
3 damage.
Okay, 3 damage, I'll take 3 damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get him, Miami. Go get him.
Is that all, Nix?
That's all. Actually, no, it's not. Because I'm going to move up
Oh.
here. No, there
Good
we go.
idea.
Specifically didn't use my movement for that reason.
Okay.
There we go.
Balthazar.
All right. Can I move past you, Leopold? Is that all right?
Oh yeah, he's a ghost. You can walk straight through him.
All right.
Might tap the mask a little bit, but it's not gonna move.
Okay. Well, as it turns out, I can only get here. So you know what? I am going to I'm going to use active defiance to say, oh, I can probably move again before and after I do something. Question mark.
The back move.
Hey, that's a +1 if it doesn't succeed.
Yeah, that's a 7. So what are you trying to do again?
I just kind of want to bip a little bit closer, right? Like maybe
Okay.
2 spaces, maybe 1 space.
Okay, no. It's that, then definitely. You just, like, push yourself off with your, like, smoke and you get to where you are.
All right. Can
Alright,
I
well,
just
I'm gonna-
like, can
No.
I move into sigil?
No, get out of here, alright? Because I'm gonna swift sign you. And I'm going to make it 3 aspects. And let's see how that goes. Because I don't want you in there. Get out of there.
Ooh. Yeah, what are you Swiss signing?
Okay, so I guess I should mention, I don't think I have yet, that there is triggers, targets, and effects for these runes. And this is the 3 that she's using. If you'll allow me to grab these. And then Bleh. Sorry. I'll get faster at this eventually. But yeah. So in the air, it sucks him in and then pushes him out. And I think you can guess where she's trying to push him out.
Now, I
Yeah.
do have something interesting, right?
Oh,
I don't.
good.
Are you signing on me, or is this on
It's in the
just
air.
in the air?
Yeah.
All
it's in
right.
the air.
Well, never mind then.
So it did suck you into the rune, and
Because,
then you make contact to push you out again.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So I assume that works, right?
Does he at least
Yeah,
get
it
the
would work unless you
healing
got
for
anything.
going in?
I reckon he would.
At the
Should
very
I roll the D3 plus 1 or whatever?
I mean, yeah. Roll a D3. It's just a D3.
Okay.
Plus one.
Alright. Getting something out of this, you know?
All right.
Yeah,
I
for two.
recouped the cost.
There you
So
go.
I'm getting pushed into this rune.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
basically she with her finger, she quickly like scribbles a rune in the air, and then well onto her hand, I guess, and then like it pulls you in, and then she palms you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Now-
Balthazar.
Uh-huh.
Balthazar, you get flashbacks to a month ago, seeing the yellow team being pushed around by these bombs, and now you're yellow team.
Yeah. So, like, do I roll? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is that up?
That no, 9 is up. So 1.
Well, no, I mean
2,
this.
3.
Wait, what?
Cause I start with this corner. 1,
Oh,
2,
now,
3.
Before
4,
you move
5,
me all the
6,
way,
7,
right? I
8.
have something that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, what is
Anarchic Grace. So if Balthazar may attempt to use forced movement, such as knockback, to their advantage by
Oh.
describing how I achieve it.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Effectively, right? I imagine as I'm getting launched this way, what I want to do is like stick the stopgap into the ground and twirl around it to come like flying towards Ziana to maybe do like a kick. And I'll roll for that.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, roll. And it's going to be pretty high because this is your talent, so, you know.
Now I hate this to do this to Roche, but as he's slamming the stopgap into the ground, I'm gonna try and dislocate his shoulder.
No! Okay.
Oh my god.
Fucking funny thing, right? I have a secret action for this.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I could fucking grab it, please. All right, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Come on, Roche. Come on, Roche.
Come on, Rose.
I don't know how this would effectively work very well, but like, swap hand. I don't know if this is something you can tell happens, but like, I don't know, question mark. He gets
Okay,
little
so-
twinges.
I have a way to flavor this, if this works. Give me a roll. Going to be pretty hard with that 20, but...
Alright. So, I will note, because of Know Your Enemy, I have a few roll bonuses. Because it's like, because Ziana has like 7 now, I get plus
Oh, wait,
2 and then a
but-
plus 2 to counter, so it's a
That's
plus
item
4 effectively. Yeah.
13.
Could reduce it, but it's a big ouchie.
It is a big
ouchie.
ouchie.
I would like to use something on my turn.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want you to do something, but like I'm sorry.
This is the issue with PvPs.
Yeah. It's why I wanted to bring two of my boys into this, but things happen. So
It's fine.
yeah. So Balthazar, you slam it in. You're gonna swing it, but hey Zanza, you're gonna
Okay.
stop. You're gonna like fling yourself in, but then you feel it happening. Your arm starts to dislocate just because like of Ziana's whole random dislocation thing, which is how it's flavored in the universe and stuff, I assume, right?
I mean, it's more
But-
so that she's striking the point in a way that like it's kind of like basically putting
It's like
two
Top any minute.
It's like the pressure point thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
or like
yeah.
the
exactly. Yeah.
the like
Mhm.
palm strike or
Yeah.
whatever, where you hit a guy and they're like they're kind of fine, and then a moment later, the wound explodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
exactly,
yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. That was exactly what I was
Anyway,
saying. But you're feeling it happening,
here.
Balthazar.
Oh, a new ability, fun. Okay, cool. You were always taught to
Yeah,
have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Oh, that's fun. You explain your stuff. I'll read
Okay.
this in the background.
Okay, so Balthazar, you feel it happening. You feel that it's gonna. But fortunately for you, you have this planned. You've seen Ziana do this before, and I mean, she already activated the thing, so you're prepared for this moment. Instead of touching yourself at her, you throw stopgap as hard as you can with your other hand at Ziana before your dominant hand shoulder just twists. Ziana, take 3 damage. Balthazar, or actually no, 2 damage. 2 damage.
2?
Because.
Alright. Yeah. And I'm
How
gonna.
much would this feel? Because if I'm not wrong, dislocating is mainly just to interrupt them. So
Well,
not
the thing
feel
is,
damage,
it
right?
can potentially damage someone, inflict 1d3 precision, and/or interrupt. So I was mainly going
Okay,
for interrupt, but I got a 20, so I don't know.
Interrupt. I'll say Balthazar. 2d3 plus 1 precision stacks.
All right, great.
Should I roll that or should?
You can roll that. 'cause
And you said it's 1d3 or
plus 1.
1d3 plus 1. Okay, not 13.
It's a 20, and-
yeah. I get you. I get you. Listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just making sure. Okay.
4.
Thanks for rolling like a god today, Ziana.
All right, I can't see it. So
It's a 4, so
cool.
Austin luck. Yeah.
So considering I can, just because I have the active defiance, or after stuff happens, I can move. Can I like maybe move 2 spaces again, or am I like fucked?
Mm-hmm.
can he
What was
move
that?
2
Can you say that
spaces?
again? Yeah, you can move 2 spaces. Where do you want to move?
I'm having a bad day. I would like to go here. Oh.
There you go.
I'm just
Sure.
not even going to attempt.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this.
Yo!
Oh my fucking thank God.
Yeah.
Alright. Smoke aura time.
What are you doing?
This
Yeah,
just activates a smoke aura. Effectively, if I am debuffed, status effects generally help me. Any times against me increase my damage by 1 until the end of my next turn, and I can roll a d8 against stuff.
Okay, yeah, well, there you go. That works. And you already healed, so you're not getting any more of that.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's the end of my turn.
Alright.
I've had just
Rihanna.
about enough of being flung around and having my arms twisted and all of this stuff. Come at me.
Wait. Look, sorry, dude. That's just my combat style.
Yeah. So as the smoke starts to settle in, since Nyx rolled it when she started her turn, do I roll for any healing or how are we doing that?
Yeah, I'd say so
Okay.
until someone can take care of it.
3.
I'd say that's just gonna stay up. Because that was
Seems like how we're handling it is just
1.
when you end or
1.
Yeah.
on your turn.
All right. So if that's the case, as this smoky aura starts to envelop the area, I want to use my new ability, but I want to go with my plan I had more because the positioning is just right. Because yeah, all right. I'm gonna spend 5 stamina using Shadow Step to try and get to this space. So here we go. No.
So, where are you going again?
I was trying to go right here
Right here.
via going like
Well-
this path.
So, what I'm just gonna say is gonna happen. You try and take a step forward.
Yeah.
You accidentally step on there.
Okay. Oh,
Now,
this smoke's messing
So
me
now-
up.
yeah, as soon as that happens, you just feel like the movement, the kinetic energy in your body just sapping out, just being rapidly absorbed. Anyone looking over in Daphne's direction would just see her eyes glow a similar blue to these things. It's just like she seems to be powering up. But that doesn't really have an effect on the combat. That's just, you know.
All right. Well.
More importantly, yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to move this turn, so
Okay.
take that as you will.
Well, if
Quartered movement action, so
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Since that happened, well, the thing is a nat 1, and this takes my movement and my main action to do. So, it's gonna be harder to move, but let's see. I can try and use my new ability I just got, but I'm gonna think on that. So for now, that'll be my turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Leopold.
Okay. Yes. What do I want to do?
Give up?
No.
Yeah.
How far away is that? Oh, it's really. I want to save my Lao. So he's gonna swap to, you know, the funky, funky normal. And you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of looks at Ziana. Aren't you in a bit of a seized up right now, aren't you? No, you don't have to say anything. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's
Even if you
gonna.
did, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, I
you
will
tried
say-
to do to Nyx beforehand. He's just gonna, you know, pick her up and. And she, you know, she's already kind of paralyzed, so you know, why not?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Oh no, it's a 3.
Yeah, no,
Three.
like, yeah.
It's 3, but like it really doesn't change the situation, so I'm just gonna let that happen.
Okay.
So it's just moving me
Yeah.
over.
If you want to say it doesn't really deal much damage and just does the negative stuff, then you know, feel free.
Yeah. Yeah. You just pick her up. Like it's
Yeah.
weird, just observing how this behaves. It's just like it's almost like she's like on like a time stop thing, or it's just like just sparking.
He like, yeah, no, he doesn't
Put
even
her on
like a
this other
judo
one.
flipper. He just like picks her up by like the scruff of her collar and just drops her on the other one.
Yeah.
All right.
Just stands there, like,
And then
holding
he's
it
just
on
gonna
the
take his cane, and he's just gonna bop her on the head. And because I could do this as a bonus action at the end of my turn, not dealing damage, just, you know, giving her a -2 to her next roll. You know?
You just pop her on the head. It's just
Yeah,
like
just
you
pop her on
just-
the head. Doesn't deal
she's
damage.
There,
It's just
pop, and then and I imagine she gets very annoyed.
Oh, she is incredibly
Yeah,
annoyed.
-2.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
-2.
And then
Really, you're just gonna do that and then ghost on me?
he doesn't respond.
Ziana thinks, having lockjaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with this weird old guy? Why does he keep doing this? Just like turns into a ghost and then teleports and then turns into a ghost.
By the way, Austin, for future use, I'm not like banning your ability to talk. It's just going to be hard to
Yeah,
make
I
you
know,
draw
I
and
know.
Shit, so
I
just
get
keep
you.
that in mind. So.
No, that's Leopold's turn.
Yeah, Leopold. Nyx.
Righto. Nyx's turn. So I'm
well,
not
first-
sure if you may have forgotten about them, but they have not forgotten about you.
Mhm.
So, little fellas, here they come. They are coming, oh lord. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Alright. Leopold is gonna, just before they even attack, he's just gonna bop out of there. Never mind.
Nice try.
And now,
So-
since, you know, just because he's at 0 Laura, I'll just show the passive again. He can't really do anything in ghost mode anymore.
Okay.
He's just ghost now.
Okay. Well, I think you know what's gonna happen. These two fellas right here are gonna attack these two attacking Leopold, and these two attacking Balthazar. So the first two. Yeah, I'll just roll 2d20 twice.
Yeah, 2d20.
So these are the first two attacking Leopold, and these are the second two attacking Balthazar.
Oh.
Yeah, two of them aren't really picking up the slack, but I'm not gonna really punish you for rolling the nat 1, but 3 damage to both Balthazar and Leopold as some of the fire like just reaches them. It's like, ow, hot.
You said 3
yeah.
damage?
Damage. Yep.
Alright.
You know what? Because I feel like it, I'll do the D8.
Okay.
I think this is the macro for my D8.
Yeah, let me know. Tell me how this works again.
Effectively, I roll this D8. If I roll half or more, the effect is halved. If I roll completely, then I think it just nullified. And I don't suppose these count as Nyx because they're Nyx's summons, right?
Yeah, these are
They're just their summons.
Yeah,
They're heckos.
they're
All right, well,
little
not
babes.
quite.
Oh, nah.
I'll just take 3.
Yeah, I'll just take the. Yeah. Too much, but owie. Is that your turn next?
No, I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, no, just the Heckos have gone.
So,
Okay, well.
these things, do they have physical form? Is there any like visual sort of flair within them?
I mean, they are as they look. Like it's just, they're almost like kind of like your runes. They're kind of just like energy symbols on the ground, just brimming with energy.
You ever think isn't like, I don't know, like momentum or something?
Nah.
Damn. Can't think of it a shot. Alright, anyway. I think I want to keep trying my cool... you know what, actually? I gotta practice. So, I guess first of all, I forgot, but the 1d3. And feel free to just make this fade whenever you want. It's just, you know... Nice.
Yeah. Feel free. Feel free.
And then finally, my actual turn. I'm gonna spend my movement going up here. Use my bonus action to create a basic rune. So I'll do that. I'll roll for it, but the two aspects I'm doing are this is easy because they're right next to each other. Aqua and Terra. So what I want to do is make a little mud trap rune.
Nice.
So I'll roll for that. Nice.
Yep, you
Just
make it. What are you
bring
making it
yeah.
again?
Right here.
Okay.
So
How you make that? Do you want to draw it or shall I? Okay.
good job.
And
I made
I'll
assets,
turn
so
it brown.
you wouldn't have to go looking for it.
Yeah, and I'll turn it brown so, works.
Alright, it's gunky goopy, but you know, to those who aren't trained in runes, it just looks like triangles and like weird wiggles, I guess.
Yeah,
And then, so that's bonus action. That action is Fiendish Freestyling.
Oof.
Oof.
You put all your heart and soul into this mud trap. Kind of feeling a little bit of artist block right now. So, I'm not going to punish you
man.
too much. Just take the cost and just, as you try to exert yourself thinking of an idea, and just, you can't. So. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh wait, that's it. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
That's my time.
All right, Balthazar.
All right.
You were
I was like over.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was
around
over.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This middle part of the map's getting a little crowded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
yeah.
roll the D3 of healing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, heal for 2.
All right. Can I just like move past these guys because they're small?
I'd say yes, because they are just little lizards. You can step past them or on them, I guess, if you want to be a cruel
I'm
dick.
not going to step on them. I'm just going to move around them. To go here effectively.
All right.
Do you?
Well, you might not be doing this on purpose, but you know.
Well, I'm going to attempt again. Hey, I'm gonna defy the action economy so I can, do a bunch.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it. There we go. Yep. Because you've been flopping on that, you can, defying the action economy. You can do
Alright.
a lot more this round.
So, effectively, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start off with a, stopgap, and I'm just gonna, is this mine still here?
Yeah, it's still there.
Alright, I'm just
It's a
gonna,
movement
like...
sapper. It doesn't go away, so, you know.
Alright. I'm just gonna, like, attempt to go for a stopgap to bap Nyx on the head. And this has a, +1, so, Bip.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Seeing you come up.
Deal 6 damage. Or, yeah, 6 damage. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, 6 damage, which she's not gonna let go. She's gonna use Swift Sign, using 2 aspects for 2 cost. And, Alright, yeah, sure. So what she's gonna do is use these 2 aspects here, and she's gonna quickly duck down and attempt to, with her dagger, one of her daggers that she has on her side. They're made of chalk. It's very strange. Like cut into the ground. Hold on. Here we go. Blech. These 2. Environment. So that's a trigger. That's a target. Targeting the environment. Expulsion. So make the ground jump up and get him. And I'll roll that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
So what exactly are you doing here again? Just.
So she's as he goes for the like swing, I assume like overhead or whatever. She's quickly ducking down with her dagger and scribbling, basically, environment expand underneath him, in between them or something.
Okay. So what I'm gonna say is gonna happen is that damage is gonna be half with that, as he scratches you, but the environment just expands between you, and he moves up here.
So that would be a total of 5, which is better, I guess.
Does that
and
give...
Balthazar?
Huh?
Yeah, yep. I'm pretty sure that would activate your thing, so.
Oh, that would be the force movement thing. I did have a funny secret action, but, like, that is fair.
Do your secret action thing first, because...
Alright, so this is really dumb. If he's to be affected by a rune, he'll use active defiance to ignore how it could be negative.
That's... goddamn.
I don't think that would work very well with this, so I'm not even gonna try it.
Yeah.
I assumed
Okay.
that would be like oh, you are set on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Okay, I can hit you with fire now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I don't think this would trigger with the forced movement either, because this feels like they are just making more terrain. I don't know.
I mean, your call, dude.
I mean, I'll try it a
How it
little
would
bit.
normally work. Yeah, you can try. I'll let you
He'll-
try if you will.
Because he's being like the area around him is expanding and like changing. I feel like he'll essentially attempt to how would I do this? I don't think I can actually flavor this in a way to be helpful, to be honest.
I mean, you can launch off of it and do something.
I mean, yeah, as it's pushing outwards, I guess he'll just, you know, stick his thing in the ground and sort of pole vault, I think, around over to here-ish, or just, I don't know, not near the edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. I'll put you over here.
Alright, and then, because I've used his thing, and even if he is ignoring the action economy a little bit, I'm just gonna do, the other basic attack, just because I don't think he should be able to do the thing multiple times. Tiger's Claw. Bipple. And does she have upheaval on her, or is that not? Because it usually
I don't
applies on hit.
If you got hit,
I
then
would-
yeah, he would have.
She would have upheaval.
So how much?
Alright.
Oh, just one? Okay.
Yeah, just one. And then he's going to, essentially attempt to spend the upheaval with Tiger's Claw, which is okay.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
He just, does two little bippies. He's not amazing with his hands. Effectively, the first one would trigger the upheaval, which would create a big burst of smoke to knock Nyx prone, and the other one would just bip.
Yeah. Take 4 damage, I think. That's how that works.
I will say that, I don't know, maybe you could make this a little, not to kneecap myself, but because I am ignoring the action economy, maybe this could be a little worse or something, I don't know.
I'll say 3 damage then. Just pop pop. Upheaval.
Alright.
Yep, that's it.
And because of upheaval, your stack is gone and you are prone. And from there, I'm just assuming I can't do anything else.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Ow.
That's the end of my
that'll
turn.
That'll be the end of that action, Shane. Ziana, you're kind of in a sticky situation right now.
So I want to ask before I do anything: is the dislocation point on Balthazar still there?
You rolled a 20 to activate it, so yeah.
All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do then is she's feeling a little bit drained in general, but that just means she needs to try harder. So using my new ability counter strategy, I'm going to spend 1 stamina and therefore 2 precision on Balthazar to try and create a passive that's essentially a counter. So if he tries to counter me, I can counter the counter. So
okay,
I'm gonna do that.
cool.
This roll will have a -2 because of the Leopold thing. So there we go.
Okay, that's a funky 13. Yeah, you can
and
get
then
Yeah.
-2 goes away because it's only your next roll.
Yep.
Yeah, and Ziana, you're just, well, to be fair, you're just staring at Balthazar, figuring
Yep.
this out. That's how you're using this,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Then,
you're staring through Leopold, you know? You can see through him.
Yeah. Then I'd say there is no roll minuses for that.
All
just
right.
because it's how much you have to move to
Cool. So
minuses.
yeah.
But
So yeah.
otherwise, yeah. I'm gonna say his bigger stuff, if he's like doing like really well, it's gonna be extremely hard to
Yes,
counter.
yeah,
But for
yeah.
normal things, yeah.
It's all good. To be honest, I was mainly using it as a roll clear. For Balth, he'd have 2 less precision now since I spent that on developing the counter strategy.
Alright.
So he'd be at 6. And ironically enough, despite it being the action that uses my movement, it's the action that would would require the least amount of like wild movement, because Shadow Step is incredibly like just slow, steady walking. So I'm gonna go for that again. So it would be, let's go 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. So
Well, now I need to ask.
Yes.
I need to remind you.
Yes.
Movement action is quartered.
Let me check something.
So.
I mean, yeah, I guess if it's quartered, that means I have, like, 2.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's rough. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well try it anyway. So since it's quartered, that means I can move 2 spaces. So I suppose that means I will move... I'll use... Well, if I do that... Yeah, no. What I'm gonna try and do then is... Well, there's no stacking penalty for hitting multiple of the things, right?
No, it's just... Don't... If you get into it... If you get in it again, you're gonna continue experiencing the effects, while if you move off, you'll start being alleviated of it.
Well, considering I'm in this fucked state right now, it's probably good to set up a lifeline. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use Shadow Step, spending 2 stamina, and moving here, so basically I just hit Leopold. Well, basically, if I can roll my basic attack to hit Leopold. So here's the Shadow Step, and I'm gonna take it nice and slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that to a small minus. Yeah, I'd say that's a 17,
Cool.
which would still work.
So she walks here, which will also activate. I don't have it in her rollable table action, or no, her token actions. I should have, but this activates her passive that she has, that she got at 20. Funny survival instinct. While at half stamina and below, Ziana goes into a defensive trance. She must prioritize all defensive anytimes and actions to be solely towards protecting herself. However, in return, she gains +3 movement and inflicts +1 proficiency on all actions that would inflict them. And as she's in this defensive trance, looking at Leopold, an aura about her that once again hasn't quite been seen on the DBA screen shows up here. As let me grab the funny after images that would be here. And
let me move Leopold's icon to this side, or never mind.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Let me do this. Boop. Cool. We're all matching now. Well, let me get the upheaval. Cool. And then since I passed by Leopold, I can perform a basic attack on him. And I'll be doing that. And in the meantime, while doing so, I'm going to utilize one of the after images, which will cause it to dispel, but basically as a fake out, because that's a thing I can do with the after images to try and cancel out the roll negative I have for being slack-jawed. So here is my basic attack.
Good technique. A deadly, yeah, it's, this one's just the fake out, right?
Well, no, the thing is, it's one action. I am essentially utilizing one of my after images I created to give me a roll buff because it's acting as a fake out.
Yeah,
That's the logic behind it. Is that basically like
roll buff?
The way this action would work would be that because it was this after image like goes to strike Leopold, and as it does, it fades away because it's just a thing. He's paying attention to it, so then Ziana hits him instead. And
I will say it's especially useful because this after image, it's covering for the time, like you're still kind of like shaking off this effect.
Exactly.
But it's like sort of wearing off as you like strike for, I'll say 4 damage.
4? Alright. And so this will be inflicting 1d3 plus 2 because this is part of Shadow Step, and well actually plus 3 because of my survival instincts. So let's see here.
1d3 plus
Leopold gets 6 stacks on.
Whew.
Alright.
And that is Ziana's turn.
Yeah. Leopold.
Leopold's gonna, now that, he can't really use his ghost form anymore, he's just gonna take off his mask and be like, "You certainly are something interesting, aren't you, Ziana?"
She wouldn't
Well,
respond.
whatever.
She's in her defensive trance right now.
He's gonna go 1, pet the lizard, 2, pet the lizard, heal.
Yes.
Yeah, what is it? 1d3.
Uh-huh.
1d3.
Alright,
Hold up,
I'll
I
take
need
2. And then he's gonna, so that, what, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna get right next to Nyx, and she's like, she's prone, she's on the ground, she's you know, she's kind of a bit you know, not really super. She's tired, you know. She's a little not really energized and whatnot. Leopold is just going to kind of lean down and then just like karate chop her neck as like, you know, coup de grace, just like knock her out, you know.
I see.
Because you know she's on the ground, she's tired. This can deal a, you know. It's the technique. The damage is variant, so I'm trying to deal her health, you know, and just, you know, just go. Oh, but he can roll 5 instead, so you know. So never mind on that. What do I want to do? He's just gonna take his cane, and then seeing that didn't really work, he was like, he kind of just like, you know, kind of taps her on the neck, thinking it was gonna work. Didn't judge how much she was actually up and everything. He's just gonna take his cane and jab it into her shoulder.
Oh, jeez.
Because you know he can, instead of doing the -2, he can apply he can, like, you know, attack a pressure point basically. Or he can roll a 2. So you know.
Yeah, I'm tougher than that. She's like rolling around on the ground.
You're very squirmy, aren't you? Well,
I've been told
regardless.
that. I'm a survivor.
You do you. That's Leopold's turn.
Okay. Next.
Wowie.
Go for 1d3.
Is indeed my turn. Do I spend my movement getting up? Is that how we're doing it?
Prone is half movement.
Half.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
I'll just...
Okay. Well.
This comes into effect.
I see. Oh,
Roll your d3.
hopefully not where I'm standing. Alright, thank God. Okay, so... Let's see here. Yep, alright. So, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna quickly grab her, the daggers at her hip, and, use her bonus action to carve a minor rune. So, here's, gonna do is these two right here. So it's basically a wind blast, and she's, but not like a damaging one, just like a basically a wind trampoline is what she's inscribing.
Yeah.
For that, yep.
You do it. What are you trying to do with this?
She's just putting a wind rune on the ground, and don't bother dragging it in because she's gonna step on it immediately if it works.
Yep, it does work. So where are you going?
Okay, she like stomps down on it. She's like, alright, I'm getting some distance. Also, I did forget to heal that 1d3. So I'm gonna roll that real quick.
Yeah. So roll that
Continue.
real quick.
Alright, that's okay.
Just heal 1.
Everything's good. Alright, so just stomps on it. And she's gonna try to, you know, launch herself into the air above him and then land down next to her echoes.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say on a 10 that works as intended.
His eyes follow you as you arc over him, and he just looks at you as you land on the other side. He's holding his cane behind his back and everything.
I see. And then that's bonus action. And I guess movement. Yeah, you know what? She's gonna swift sign with. No, this is a bad move. I'm aware, but She's gonna swift sign onto her with one arm onto the other, and she's putting these old funky little runes. 2, in fact. Give me a second. So she's using a trigger and an effect. So I'll grab those. Sorry again. There we go. No. So quickly scribbles these 2 runes onto her arm. I'll roll.
Yep. Roll.
Oof.
Again, facing a little bit of that lowest block, especially since you just flew and your brain's kind of like shaking a bit. So,
Fair.
but you're not going to take any cost from that, so don't worry about that.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. I guess I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, and she's gonna use these hands. Basically, she's gonna try to grab Leopold and swing him here into her trap, attempt to punch him into it
Yeah.
with her attack. It doesn't have any inherent knockback, so
I mean, you could use the
before we
Heckos
do-
to help you out
That's true. You know what?
because they
I
haven't
will,
done
actually.
anything yet.
You're right. She's
Echo
gonna,
assistance.
yeah, she's gonna have the Heckos swarm him and try to grab him and like drag him in.
Oh, a little feisty today.
That's 1.
Heckos are way
Yeah.
too light. Well, but that one isn't.
I'll add another one to the pile. Fuck.
They're just on him.
This one man's doing all the work, but he's kind of just like teetering on the edge. If one good punch could probably do it, so if you want to do that, to do.
And then one last Hecko.
All right.
Get him!
Yeah, that one's helping out too. Nyx, if you punch him, he'll go into the trap.
Oh,
But
and that doesn't do it. Alright. Well, alright, one last punch. These hands.
these hands. Give me another roll. I
Alright.
just want to see how.
The
Yeah,
Hecko's
okay.
giving me advantage, yeah.
Yeah, the Heckos are giving you advantage. Yeah.
Alright.
Leopold, with the power of the Heckos and a good punch from Nyx, you move yourself into the.
Oh, I forgot the +3 buff. Oh well. That's still
Oh, it still succeeds.
7.
Lair, back. Just because
So,
this map is
yes.
becoming a huge clusterfuck.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's my fault entirely. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I got runes and shit everywhere, so oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mud trap activates.
Yeah, the mud trap, so it's gonna be hard to escape this one. And Leopold, you understand how Ziana's feeling? It's just like all the kinetic energy is just being sucked out of your body.
My old bones can't handle this.
Good.
He's lying.
Oh. Don't die.
I'll
Oh, dude, I don't
be
really
fine.
care. You'll be fine.
I'm not dying anytime soon. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Is that your turn, Nyx?
Yes.
Balthazar.
All right. That's a lot going on.
It's just a bunch of lizards on the ground.
All right. What I'm going to do is check my passive again. Or not my passive, check one of my abilities again. All right. He's gonna. Hey, Leopold, do you have Nyx handled, or should I continue to help?
No, you go for Ziana. I should have the lizard handled for the most part. I might be stuck in mud and energy is coursing through me, but I'll be fine.
Alrighty then. Looks at Ziana. I'm going to remove the margin of error.
Give me a roll for that.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, you're
D2
gonna have
advantage.
Yeah, D2 advantage. Basically, it's gonna be. You're pretty much kind of like.
advantage.
Yeah,
Because when you
roll
when you roll the hit me, you have to roll a d2 to see if you hit me or not. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so basically, just. It's gonna be very likely you have the right one locked on due to how your epithet works, but otherwise.
All right. Now, as a question, is precision how would that interact with Balthazar's funny thing? Because status effects, quote, help them
Now,
in some way.
it's wacky because precision as a mechanical thing, precision is Ziana watching how you fight and learning how to use you. So the tracks on you are, if anything, how well Ziana is watching you fight. So I don't know how that would function in universe because, yeah, it's a mechanical stat because that's how it would function as a mechanic. But like, I don't know how you would rule
I guess
that.
the weird thing is maybe like it could be because he understands he's being watched, he can use that to his advantage. Question
Yeah,
mark.
potentially.
Effectively though, right now I'm just going to go for a stopgap attack on the Zianas, and I'm going to spend the upheaval to knock whichever one I hit prone. I don't know if this would spend on both or I don't know. And I have a plus fucking a lot to this because Ziana has a lot of know your enemy currently.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, this just has that much. Okay. Bippy, Boppy.
All right, and anytime tennis begins, because if I still have dislocation point on him, do I?
Yeah.
All right. She's gonna try. Oh, well, you got the one anyway. So.
Wow.
So basically, what this would be doing, because hold on, which one is the So this one would be popped, as you slash through it, which would give me, funny haha. Let's see, it would be. Damage roughly equal to the damage Ziana would have taken is added to him as precision, so it can be a little more, a little less. And with the dislocation point, I'm going for more precision.
All right. Yeah.
I see.
You have to
I'll
roll
also. Sorry.
You have to roll that precision, Austin.
I mean, yeah, I'll roll the 1d3 with the dislocation point, and how much does he get from attacking the funny guy?
How much upheaval he gets?
No.
Or-
It's basically because he hit the after image, he gains precision roughly equal to the damage he would have been dealing to me.
Right.
So it could be
Forgot
less
about
or
that.
more, but
All right.
I
also
was
post.
thinking that I'm
Sorry.
thinking 3 precision.
all
I'm
right.
thinking
So
3
overall
precision for
4,
the
so you're at
attack.
10. Yeah.
All right. I'll also post this because this is a funny secret action I had. Bippy.
Okay.
Okay. So roll for that, but it's gonna be pretty good.
All right. This is technically a counter, so wait a minute. This is also. I'm gonna treat this as if you didn't hit. Okay.
Okay. So, do I get my passive counter roll to mitigate some of this?
Also, how much precision
Only-
should I have now?
It's 10. You should have 10.
Okay, so do you have your crit theme in the roll 20, Roche?
It should be in here. I uploaded it.
Alright. There you are.
Alright. Oh, it's this song. Cool. Anyway.
Yeah, so Balthazar. Again, just you hit the Ziana. It fooshes away, but you kind of saw this coming, and you're kind of making the attack this way anyways. You just flick your wrist back, and just drive it into Ziana, dealing, I'm gonna say, 8 damage.
Now, I want to ask this because it's important in both cases. One, do I get at least an attempt on my counter or not?
You do.
Alright, here's the attempt. Not good, that's fine. Because since she's in defensive trance, she would 100% try this. So I'm gonna try in Sixth Sense to mitigate as much damage as possible by just moving away. Because this is what she would do. Nope, so she's taking 9 overall.
Yep, 9 damage, overall, just BAM! Right into her side.
And then, because the upheaval is spent, Ziana would be knocked prone.
Yep, that comes into effect too.
Not this time, Ziana. I noticed the way you've been watching me. Ziana?
She's not responding.
Are you okay?
Oh,
that's
she
the end of
gets like
Balthazar's
that. I
turn.
wouldn't worry
Yeah.
about it too much
So-
if I were you.
In Ziana's head, she feels herself bordering on unconsciousness, which, for the sake of it, let's just say that she hasn't been knocked unconscious in DBA before. Just as she's standing up using half of her movement, just through her head, just, okay, you're on your last legs, get out of here while you still can. But considering how much she's got on Balthazar, what she's gonna try and do is she is going to try and use her basic attack, invoking the precision stacks, to deliver a swift roundhouse kick directly to his chest, not only dealing all the damage, but sending him flying this way for a double whammy knockout. Well, I mean, I guess I should ask before I do this, what's his stamina looking like?
Give me a roll for exact precision. I'll give you something, but
No.
12.
Alright, yeah, so we're doing exactly what I said. So, here comes the roundhouse. Oh, no. Oh, it's an 8. Oh, thank God. Okay. So, if in case you need a reminder of how these funny things work, basically it is adding 10 damage onto this attack. So, basically, I'm going for big whammy and big knockback. So, even if one doesn't go off, hopefully the other will finish him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I should pay the 1K keeping
I have a
counter.
secret action for this.
Oh no.
You know what?
Alright, so... Okay, so, okay, let me try to figure out what's going on in my head, just to make double sure. You're going to be inflicting all the precision stacks to deal, like, 10 damage.
So it would be, because it adds on to my basic attack, overall this would be
so
dealing 15 at base, and I'm doing that and trying to kick him backwards.
Okay. I might remove some of the damage, just to get that knockback, but yeah. So that was an 8 on Deadly Technique. Balthazar, give me a roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Bip.
I'm gonna roll for counter.
Yep. Counter. Damn.
Listen, if you want me to, I can just try and finish the both of us off right now.
Sure.
Unless
I'm willing to do everything I have to live.
yeah, what's the ruling here so far, Kakapo?
So I'm gonna say, overall, Balthazar is going to be taking, he's going to be having that,
So 6.
and he's going to be, 6, and he's going to be on the edge.
Alright, 6 and on the edge. All of his precision stacks are gone, and let me make sure. Yep, so all of them are gone.
Wait. Oh, fuck. This is forced movement.
It is.
So, I'm going to make the attempt to just as I'm being pushed back, stick the fucking thing in the ground with my left arm, not the stopgap arm. And I'll just,
All right. As this is
You got
going
that?
on, you know what? No, yeah. So he's got that. What I'm gonna do then is to try and finish this fight off. She is going to attempt to use Sixth Sense. I can't say it. Sixth Sense. There we go. And doing it, I'm gonna attempt to use Dislocation Point to jab him to try and deal as much damage as I can to finish it off, and in the process, activating the previous Dislocation Point to deal as much extra damage as possible. Or you know what? Let's do the extra Dislocation Point first, and I'm gonna prioritize damage and then secondarily more precision stacks.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, that works.
So how much damage?
I'm gonna say that on an 8, I say that deals 4. So,
All right. Do I get any precision?
you get your 1d3.
All right. I'll get my 1d3.
I'm going to make an
One.
attempt at insurrection install. Counter, because that is an 8. Yeah. Oh, well, that's
Counter,
over
counter.
half of 6. I don't know how that works with this, because, like, you effectively will always roll over my install counter.
I don't know.
And I don't know how you would counter smoke.
I don't know. I
Well,
just
that's-
rolled it, my guy.
It's kind of the point of the
Ziana
passive, though, is to counter any counters.
Yeah, Ziana.
Yeah.
Ziana kind of just kind of like waves her arms around, kind of just like sending like a gust of air with like her precise movements and stuff. That's how I'm gonna flavor that.
All right. And regardless of what's that is doing, as she pushes this away, knocking herself out, I'm going to Sixth Sense, God, and go up and try and Dislocation Point to finish him off, invoking the 1 precision
Okay.
stack I have on him. So here's the Sixth Sense. So here we go. Cool, and at the same time, 9.
Alright, I don't know what I can...
And I guess
I'm gonna...
Yeah, however much damage this is dealing, it's dealing an extra 1 because I'm inflicting invoking the precision.
so-
So yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try my other, install counter, because I can.
Do I get the attempt at the counter?
Yes.
All
Because
right.
that's how it works. I'm I feel the most fair thing to do here would be to say, Balthazar, Ziana kind of just in this like post-consciousness leap, just kind of like grabs you, just dislocating you, and as you two tussle, like you fall over the edge with Ziana kind of, both of you kind of just unconscious, slumped over here.
All
So,
right.
Okay,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Best thing. Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna leave the fight to these two now.
Yep. So if that is the case,
Alright.
just for the funny future, considering the circumstances, I'm just gonna I have my funny 1 precision just on him, so that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's
You
it.
have 9 know your enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So since you're over the edge, I'll take you two out.
Mm-hmm.
Leopold.
Well, that was certainly interesting, wasn't it? So how muddy? I know he's like drained. He has quarter movement, but how's like the mud trap interacting with everything?
It's going to be harder to step off because normally you'd be able to step off just normally, but with your quartered movement action, it's a bit sticky. So you're going to have to do some extra things to get out, or just try harder. Give a roll. or
Oh.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello?
With all the heckos and everything,
Mhm.
of his little friends, giving them all little pats and whatnot. So I'll give you a roll to try and get out. maybe? Possibly? Climb out the mud pit?
So,
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll say on a 12. That's above average, so you can do that. But you only have
Alright.
one movement to spend in total, so use it wisely.
With the heckos.
You wanna do
And
that?
then, yes, I'm sure I get my healing, so I'm going to do that.
1d3, yeah.
Yeah,
Where did you roll?
internet's been a bit on.
Damn, dude.
Does seem to
Come
be
on, roll 20. Come on, roll
really
20.
in.
Why is my internet cutting out now of all fucking times? Oh? Can you guys hear me
Yeah.
right now?
We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just cutting out every now and then.
Yep. Okay, 2.
Okay.
2 healing. Alright, and then he's gonna get...
So
He's
this is
gonna
what it's
get-
like on the other end.
Because of the drum, he's just gonna,
He's gonna
Oh.
fall.
Alright. Okay. I'm just gonna say, tell me what you hear and don't. He's gonna basically just get up and then just
So
hands forward, fist like closing
just-
on either side of Nyx's head. Hello?
hi. We heard that he was
Hello?
just.
Hi? He was just... Okay, he's just gonna get up, and he's gonna flick his hands forwards and, like, kind of clap them together on either side of Nyx's head.
Alright.
Just read the ability.
Okay.
Discombobulate.
No! Oh.
Don't discombobulate me. Next.
Alright. So this would deal 4 and give them a -4 for the next round. Which can then be, roll at the end of your... You know?
Yeah. Deals 4 damage, so I'll say take the 4 damage and the -4.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Ugh,
Yeah.
you have 4 geckos. That's his turn. He can't do
That's
much
his
as
turn?
he's kind of being reinvigorated and everything. Energy coming back to him.
No. Don't want that.
Yeah, Nyx,
All
give
right.
me a heal.
Sure. 3. Alright. Not bad. Now, I see there's a fatal flaw in this rune, so I'm just gonna real quick use bonus action to make an addition to this rune. Which means, basically I add the bonus action minor rune incorporate it into the rune. And what I'm gonna do is do this. Add these 2 runes into it. Allies. And then, just add these 2. So it only affects allies and increase the healing.
Yeah, so, yep.
-4.
That's at a -4. So yeah.
It's a -4, so a 15, but it's still pretty good, so it's gonna work.
So fuck you in particular, I guess, and takes a step back.
I
And
will
then,
warn you. These mines have been surrounding this thing, so you might have only one more spot to heal from. So.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. In that case, I guess. There isn't any more spaces to heal from, is there? Oh shit.
There's right there, but that's it.
Yeah. Alright, hold on.
Yeah.
So, if she spends a movement action to make a rune, it gives her 2. If I spend half, would you allow me just 1?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So she's gonna spend half, and she's gonna basically double zoom. Spend 2 zooms, and if she spends 2, the effects increase exponentially. So she's making a zoom room to basically just blitz straight through this thread the hole into this corner here.
All right, yeah.
By placing it on the ground and then stepping on it.
Yeah,
and
do you need a roll for that?
Yes, I need a roll for making it.
Then give me a roll. Yep, it's a 10, so it works.
Yeah, okay.
Or a 9.
Oh,
No, it's a 10.
It's a 10, yeah.
So, yeah. you
And
just
then she
10.
steps on
Hippie
it.
over there?
Shoo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, doke. And then, that's movement. Done. She hasn't done an action. She's done a bonus action, she's done a movement. Alright, so she's only got an action left. So, Zoomy boys. Swarm!
Yep.
Get him.
Hey, pretty good.
Yep. All of them, but Carl in the back's kind of slacking, but the others, Leopold,
Carl.
I'll say take a 6. So.
Okay, I'll
So-
take that.
6, okay, and then, finally. Let's. Alright, you know what you want to do? I'm gonna turtle up. So she's going to spend her action, which allows her to make, I think, entire movement or action allows her to inscribe three aspect rune. Okay, so she's gonna do that on her arm, which means it gets a +3, which means it only has a -1. So the 3 aspects are Terra. Terra, impact. Sorry. Let's take a little bit to get these going, and then, okay, there we go. So that's what she's inscribing on her arm. So basically, it's supposed to be like an armor impact counter on her arm as a shield sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So some DR.
And
yeah,
as a roll.
you'll get an invisible DR.
-1. 11.
11. Okay. Yeah. Yep. You get an invisible DR. I'll figure out how that works when it comes to it, but yeah, there we go.
Well, it's specifically an earth rune that on impact.
On impact.
So basically, the
Causes
first.
a force
Yeah.
against the attacker.
Yeah. Basically.
it's just
okay.
a counter.
All right. Yep. Sounds good. Is that your turn?
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Leopold.
So she
Oh
just
boy.
scribbled the rune on her
Yeah,
arm
Maynard
and is holding it
begins cutting out.
up like a shield.
Also, you need to roll to get rid of the -4.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, roll DC 10 with
Nope.
the minus.
So no.
All right, Leopold.
No, the DC is lowered by 2.
She's like,
Oh my god.
I mean, when the
Wait,
DC
no,
is
no,
lowered
the
by
negative.
2.
The negative is now 2 instead of 4.
Okay.
The negative is now 2. Simple.
Mhm.
All right. So, seeing that you're like turtling up and everything, these geckos are kind of just like small little creatures and everything, right?
yeah, they're just little like. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can sense energies from them,
Yeah.
but they're kind of demonic in nature, somewhat. They're from the demonic plane.
Like how big are they? Yeah,
Gecko
how big
size.
are they?
Not big.
All right. Leopold's just gonna pick them all up.
Just gonna scoop him.
Just scoop him up. Yeah.
Wait,
And then he's gonna go.
What are you doing to my little buddies?
1, 2, and then he's just going to throw one at you.
Alright.
Range damage, It just like kind of takes one in his hand and just kind of like flicks it with his wrist, throwing it like a frisbee.
No, little guys.
Oh, they'll be fine. Oh, but he rolled
Although
a 3, so whatever.
They are fire geckos. They're fire heckos.
Oh
So,
shit! Oh no, he doesn't get the healing. Hey.
If you started your turn in there, you would, yeah.
Well, no, because you. Put
Oh,
the,
right, I changed it, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, could I theoretically bonus action throw my cane at the rune, destroying it? Kakapo.
You need a
The
pretty
healing
high
one.
roll.
Just- I mean, I might as well go for it,
Yeah, you might as well go for it. Just.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boo. Yuck the cane at the thing to get rid of it. Nope.
No. You
Nope.
you
All right,
whack
he
your
don't.
can
I'll
at
just
it, but
say
it's
he
like-
doesn't have his cane. No,
Oh.
no, he's throwing
Are you
it. He
sure?
doesn't have his cane anymore.
All right, yeah, it's trapped
Yeah.
in the middle of that.
Uh.
You figured it's gonna be a bad idea to get that back because you stepped on that area, Nick stepped on the area in front of you, so you're probably not getting that kin back this combat.
Okay.
All right. If you want to play the long game, let's play the long game.
Oh,
Next.
only for now. So,
Healing. With the plus
Yeah.
heal addition rune, it wouldn't be big. But I assume it would be increased. So what's it now?
Yeah, so give me
Also,
a 1d. Yeah, give me a 1d4 plus
Yeah.
1. I'd say.
I'll take like a 1d3 plus 1. Oh no, wait, 1d4.
1d4. Yeah, 1d4.
Yeah, whatever. 1d4.
Plus
Blah, blah.
Yeah, heal for 3.
Handy dandy. Let's okie doke. So she does that, and then let's 1, 2. Wait, what build is she? She's average, isn't she? Yeah. All right. So if she waits, this thing appears basically after her turn. Can she just wait until it appears now? Right?
The timing is weird just for mechanics. It appears at like the start of your next turn.
My next turn. Okay.
Yeah. So unless you're holding your turn for after Leopold, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. That's fine.
Reminder: you have your funny
You know what?
geckos. They're just underneath Leopold.
Yeah. Well, in
no,
his
he's
arms,
holding them.
and there
Yeah,
is one.
he's restraining them.
I see we just threw one, and it just kind of missed, or I don't know. I'm not sure
Just
how
chucked
that
it at
result.
next, He's got what? 3 more?
All right. So I guess the geckos, the heckos will scramble in his arms and try to nip at him. 3d20. Get him. Oh jeez.
Maybe it's reduced because he's holding them
restrained.
and like
Yeah.
restraining them.
3 damage.
like,
They're
out of
nipping ya,
his-
but and those are good rolls. But I'm not gonna punish you too hard for it.
3 damage. Oh boy. All right.
okay. So, I've got a pretty cool idea.
Hecker. Just like protect me or something, and it's just gonna scramble on like the top of her head and just prepare to bite or nip or whatever
Yeah.
at anything that comes her way. And you know what? She's gonna start pairing. Yeah, she's gonna spend. She spent her movement. Still got a bonus action and an action left. She's going to spend her bonus action and action to prepare working on this rune.
Okay.
So bonus action gives her 2 aspects, and a full action gives her 3.
All right. All right.
So she's let me grab those real quick. The additions. This would be 2 rolls. So this is the bonus action additions. Oops. Boop, bop, bop, boop, bop. I'll make it quick. Environment.
She has a -2 to these rolls, by the way.
She does. So. Okay, I need to be careful about this. Environment. Yep, okay, there we go. So these are the 2 additions she's making with the bonus action.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
So,
Yeah. Do you need to roll another one for the second one?
yes. So that's an 11, and so now it's affecting allies and the environment, and it's storing healing, I guess, for when someone enters its range, who it is applying to.
Yeah.
Is how I'm putting. And then, as their action rune, she's adding. This is gonna be fun. Sorry. This does take a while. I'm sorry about this. Just due to how it is. Okay. So this is specifically an addition on top of it, so it's not affecting it yet. So upon the activation, this happens.
Okay.
So speech upon a certain phrase, it expands and only affects enemies.
Okay.
So this is ruled with a -2, which I'll actually add to it this time.
Yeah.
Oof.
A 6. The effect is overall all going to be weaker, but I'm going to let it go through just because 6-star minor successes. So.
I'm spending my action on this. All right. So I'll keep track of that.
Yeah. Send me that core word, or keyword.
The speech activation.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a turn.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Under the funky stuff.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw another Hecko at Nyx. And specifically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to trigger the impact rune that she has on her. You know?
Yeah.
Just so it
Yeah.
goes off on a Hecko. You know?
Mhm.
And so yeet Hecko. Maybe, possibly.
You'll yeet the Hecko.
This is
Yeah.
my main action, by the way.
I'd say that activated.
Yeah,
Would
that
activate
would
it.
activate it. I'd say, yeah.
So it's a big old shield that reflects.
Reflex. Okay, Nick's
Yep,
give
yep.
me a roll, actually.
So the rune goes off.
Oh, okay. So, Nyx, because you said reflection specifically, as the Hecko is thrown at you, it activates the rune. It's gonna bounce right back at Leopold.
Sorry, little guy.
I don't have any times, my guy.
Just roll,
Are you done?
roll me a D3.
Alright.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It deals 2 damage.
Perfect.
Bounces off.
Alright.
Deals 2 damage.
Alright, that's certainly something.
Does it look like land on the space or something? Like
Yeah, and then just snapping out
Yeah.
of him. Daphne's flaring to
Uh,
life. Just,
Alright, and then he's gonna throw the rest of the Heckos like over here. Just get rid of them, you know? He doesn't need them on him.
I won't make you roll for that. They're just over there now.
Mm-hmm.
over there.
I see.
And then he is going to move. What? She's a svelte build, right? Or is she average?
She's average.
Or you're not gonna tell me that.
No, she's average. You can tell that her arms weigh a fair bit. She would be svelte if they didn't weigh her down.
He's gonna swoop over here.
Swoop over there. All right.
That's not
Shoot
gonna
over
save you.
All right. Is that your turn, Leopold?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't. Does she still have her rune?
No, it doesn't. No, she doesn't.
No,
Okay.
it's one use.
Yeah. I'm not gonna screw you over for doing that, even though
Mhm.
because of damage you and stuff. So, Nyx.
Okay, Nyx's turn. So this, I assume, the movement thing activates here.
Oh yeah. Let me get that. It would. Open there. And
Okay, cool. Wow, all of the tiles. that
Also,
this-
you don't have your -2 anymore.
Ah, handy. Very handy, in fact, because I'm gonna do a big dummy thick play here. So she's been building on these ruins, which are now covered by these little movement sappy things. So, Masterwork rune, which she hasn't used yet. Takes a movement and an action, but she can inscribe 5 aspects onto it.
mm-hmm.
She's gonna do that now. So she like pulls out her daggers and grins at Leopold. I've been working on this one for a while, so get ready for this. So here's the 5 things I'm adding to it. Okay.
Yeah. Also, just something I want to say real quick. Nyx, you've been beating the shit out of him, but he doesn't look too beat up for some reason.
Oh,
But you know.
that's strange. Very strange indeed. Like, it's like, I side-eyeing him, like, alright, well, I guess I'll pull out all the stops.
In a little bit, but like.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
moves do I have already? I have environment, so it pulls in the environment and then activates on a speech. She's going to add to that first bonus action rune. So it basically, I'll pull this in actually, 'cause this is kind of what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
Feel free to make that big and tinted or whatever.
Okay. Big as in which area? Like this area?
The whole, yeah, there we go.
And which color? What color do you want it?
Just make it blue or something.
Blue.
Blue. Alright. So she's kind of scrapping on this thing, and here's the rune she's activating for her coup de grace. So, movement, addition. Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3. Enemies, 4. And then, to finish it off, two of these babies. Alright. So these are the 5 she's adding to it. So basically zoom to increase the force of its activation. It's going to store enemies as well as the environment. And then it's going to explode with twice, but like doubled force. And assuming this works, please God. Yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
So, are you just trying to nuclear detonate the entire stage?
I'm pretty sure
So
what she's trying to do is absorb all of these funny rhombuses and the area into this this seal, then have it explode out in a cannon to hit Leopold, is what I assume, right?
okay, so let me break this down real quick as to what is gonna happen when she activates it with the keyword. So let me go back. It has the environment rune, so it pulls in the environment and then activates. And then, yep. Yeah, basically. So it's pulling in Leopold, and if it can't get him... Oh god, yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot. So all these runes pulls in the environment, pulls him closer, and then explodes outwards in just a giant cannon of force.
And based on
He
how
is far away.
That's why it's
based
pulling
on
him
how
in,
that- Yeah.
and it's massive.
It's massive,
Alright.
yeah.
So I'll leave all that up to you, Kakapo.
Yeah. You know, based on how long this has been built up and shit, and just based on what this epithet even does, I'm just gonna say you absorb just all like that potential energy that these things have been collecting. It's kinetic energy, all that shit, you know, science stuff, physics. Just like glows for a couple seconds and then just swells on one side and just explodes, like the vacuum kind of just pulling Leopold in as like just this blue energy just kind of like
And I should mention,
just like passes over him. Yeah.
To activate this mess, she simply stands back and goes, "Perish," and then it lights up.
Then it lights up. Leopold sucked in, just. And then just like let me get like a
want me
visual
to-
representation.
Do you want me to do a roll for this activation, by the way? The rune, I guess. I have been rolling to set it up, so I guess it would just
Okay.
Yes.
use the rolls.
Okay. Give me a roll, just to be
Give
fair.
me a chance.
Give you
give Leopold a chance.
Yes!
It's specified.
Yeah!
Okay, so I guess allies is in there. Is in that rune, so I suppose it could affect allies as well.
Okay, actually, Leopold, give me one more roll. I have an idea of how to handle this.
It's all good.
Come
We can
on,
double
Leopold.
KO. It's all
Come
good.
on,
Yeah,
Leopold.
double kill.
Yo!
You're
Uh-oh.
on one. You are hanging on a thread.
I'm already on 1 stamina. If you need me to do a little bit of extra something, I'll down. Sure.
Do an extra bit of something, please, because
How much? So, you know,
this is
he would be going into the negatives, right? Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still standing.
What?
He's just still standing there.
Is he knocked out?
No.
Okay, so this thing goes off, does it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
takes Nick with it, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. What's happened? Just massive explosion. Just gonna. Yeah.
Mm.
Just.
He still like takes the damage and everything, and you see that. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just massive amounts of energy. Just again, like just
Yeah.
very large amount of energy is being expended here.
And if
Yeah,
anything,
Leopold. Yeah.
if
If anything, it'll
anything,
be a.
yeah, he, as you know, Nyx is kind of, you know, flying away from the explosion and everything. You know, if you would allow me to roll for it, he kind of just appear at the edge and catch her and be like, "Now that was an interesting fight, now wasn't it?"
Yeah. Rob, can you please point me to the thing on his sheet that like, or can you just message me what's going on with that? Just.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah.
I DM'd it too.
You know, just. All right.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
perfect.
he basically says, it's a tie. That was a really good fight. You put a lot of things into that rune and everything. You're gonna have to teach me how you do that. I'm very curious.
Yeah. So basically, this match is counted as a tie.
It counts as a tie.
It counts as a tie, but Leopold, for whatever reason, still standing up. Where are you, Leopold?
I don't know. I'll pull myself back out. Oh no,
Yeah.
he catches you while you're at the edge and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
She's like, oh god damn it, I gotta remember to remove words before I can't.
Certainly.
It's still
Say,
in it.
where are you from exactly? I haven't really seen magic like that before.
She kind of gets a phase.
Well, you know, we all have our secrets. It's okay if you don't want to share.
Maybe later. If I feel like it.
Yeah.
You know, I was just curious. He kind of like pulls her actually onto the stage.
I mean,
Yeah.
how much damage
know.
would that do?
I don't. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was the boss anyway, so.
Yeah.
But it did pull in a
So-
few heckers, so it'd probably be a fiery force explosion.
Let me go get my cane real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
And
jump over
so just
that.
you
Grab
guys.
it. It's
well,
fine, by the way.
Yeah. Leopold, you'd kind of turn over to Daphne, who's kind of just like brimming with like so much energy right now, and she just kind of like
Mhm.
zooms like exceptionally fast over to here as like all these like minds
Oh.
just like dissipate. Whew. Whew. All right, that was a really good match. Good one. And Monty would kind of just like hop over, just like striking precise spots on the ground as he kind of just like walks over, just like, yeah, kind of, yeah. Great job, everybody. I guess this is the first tie we've had this season, so you know. But yeah, anything can happen. So good job, everybody. And at that point, I would want to put on this combat victory theme.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Normally, winning team would get +1 rewards, but just for this time, because you know it's a tie, I'm gonna give everybody a funky 3-2-3.
Okay. 3, 2, 3. I didn't crit, so
Yeah.
that's a shame.
If it is 3-2-3, God. I wanted to keep Ziana's stamina an even number, but I crit twice and got
Maybe
2
make it
things.
a little bit more stamina. Just a little bit.
I
more.
don't know if I get anything or
Okay.
not, so don't ask me.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Flavor Nix would just like, you know, inscribe some vitality runes on her arm and then just slap everyone. It's like plop plop. And then yeah.
Wow, that was real fighting is kind of hard, especially when you're fighting a ghost
Yeah, certainly something.
and a dude who could just rip things out of the ground. Not a ghost.
It's family heritage stuff. I'm technically not a ghost. It's more I'm being that he kind of takes out the mask a little bit and just this mask kind of allows me to go to a different place and then I just appear as a ghost to you all. It's weird.
So
And
what
then
you
he puts
like
it back in his jacket.
moving across dimensions or something? Is that a plane thing?
Actually, no. You can. You continue.
No, it's fine.
I was just I was just going to ask, Ziana, are you
Yeah, so you look over to Ziana, right? And at this point, she's kinda... I don't want to say shivering, because that makes it a little too noticeable, but she's definitely shaking very slightly, not saying anything.
you want to go smash the vending machine a little bit more, get the soda?
No, I just want to be left alone right now.
All right.
Give her some time. She'll be fine in an hour or two, maybe.
Yeah. So, Nix, do you got anything?
Yes, indeed.
Great.
So, 2 proficiency brings her up to 17, which is just enough to get her an upgrade from her starting prof of 14. Because since she got a couple of crits, thank God. Scaling runes. So basically, after during a session, she can write down potential new rune ideas and make up new runes at the end of the session, or just whenever she wants. But it locks her out of making more possible ideas, and she can have 3 at once, 3 ideas, and only have 1 per session. And I guess I can show you her runes now. Here's her aspects. Specifically,
Ooh.
targets do not have a set limit, but the ones in there are easier. Just general to do. She didn't use any weird ones, she just used the ones she has. So, yeah. There you go. And, Kakapo, would you allow a rune inspiration based on this combat? I'd be fine if you didn't.
Kakapo is dead.
Wow. Cool, yo.
He died.
Look, that's fine. We can do that afterwards.
Mm.
Oh, actually, there is one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
Her talent, which is a -6. It's a biggie, so I'll try and split it into more manageable.
Hello?
Stop.
Hey.
We hear you.
Okay, listen, I would not know.
To carve
Sorry.
yourself into philosophies. So basically, after combats, she can sit down and spend max stamina to add a rune to her permanently as a little thingy,
Yeah.
which
So
she's gonna do.
So what was the thing you wanted to ask me again?
So her upgrade lets her add a new rune based on something.
Oh yeah,
once
I said
it-
yes to that. So
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll figure that out.
yeah, we can figure that out. But you know, is that all for rewards?
I believe so.
All right. Feel free to interact with each other, and I'll bring back Frankfurter in case people want to interact. People don't want to interact with Frankfurter, right? Nah.
Yeah, I'm fine with just ending it here if everyone else is. I don't really have much else in me.
Yeah, unless someone would go up to her at this point, Ziana would just sort of wordlessly leave the arena. But
Yeah, are you okay? You're alright. Do you want some alone time or?
yeah, I want to be alone right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, once you're feeling better, maybe we can hang out and you can show me some martial arts or something. Cause
I'm gonna give her a roll.
Friends.
Yeah, she hears that and calms down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Sure, whatever.
hell yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna go like lie down because I just got hit by like a truck.
yeah. And then she'd just make her way out.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I suppose we end with Balthazar dragging Nix out and
Yeah, Balthazar would.
I can't feel my legs.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
All my arms. Haha. She jokes.
Hey,
Because she doesn't have.
Picks up
Leopold would
lizard.
kind of well, if you would allow me, I think I could probably restore feeling to her legs.
That's not my decision.
God damn it. My fucking Discord.
She's just lying on the ground with a grin.
Balthazar would just pick up lizard, walk.
Cannot wait to tell Sis about this. It's gonna be like, what? You 4 people? I just know she's not gonna be like that at all. She won't care. But I mean, I'll pretend
I'd
like she
like to-
cares.
I'd like to hear about this sister at some point if you would be willing to tell.
Oh yeah, she's super cool.
And as that happens, I'll just drag you guys off. Daphne and Monty would kind of just like look to the audience and say like, well, episode 22. We're like a little over a month in and we've already been going stronger than we have before in this previous season. That's right. Catch y'all next time on Destruction Bench Agreement. And the audience would applaud. Yeah. The audience would applaud and things would fade out. And I'm just gonna say, as with the post-cut scene in the last one, this episode wouldn't have a sort of like this episode wouldn't have had a post-cut scene on the initial streaming, but like maybe like in this rerun, or maybe like if you go on the DBA website, you would have been able to, maybe you'd be able to see like the exclusive cutscene that happens after this. Now, if I'm going to be frank, I ran out of storage. Yeah, I ran out of storage just as I was downloading this. So if y'all can start playing this theme as we shift over to someplace else. Can people see the map?
I can see a pitch black void, but I'm on the map.
Yeah, it's black.
Okay, you're on the map? Well, cool. I'm gonna just
Crow time?
open. Yep. Kaka. Well, something like that. You see, the map would sort of, this is sort of like a weird location. Well,
We can see a corner
thanks,
of it.
Roll20. Yeah, a corner of it. And now the whole thing. What is that doing there? Okay, goodbye. But we see this kind of figure leaning at this table in sort of what seems to be like an underground location. They're kind of like twirling like what seems to be just like a club to the side, but like not much can be picked out for them other than just kind of like their large build and stuff. They get a phone call and sort of pick it up, kind of just stretch, pick themselves up, kind of begin walking around. Hey, you saw the news report earlier, yeah? Yeah, I don't really know what to think about it that much. It's a bit weird, you know? Ruby City was Zarastan's, it wasn't like their biggest city, but like, I don't know. It was already a part of that Pangeic Union place. So I don't know why they would have attacked it. You don't think that was an attack by them? Please. Come on. Like, isn't it pretty obvious? An attack on that scale could have really only be done by something like them. No, yeah, I definitely get you on that. Just... Okay, no, I get you. I'll wait before making any big assumptions, but, just remember what I said. You and all the other you and everybody else. You know, like just wait. You'll see I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, things have been going good otherwise. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. If you're busy, I'll catch you around. And then this figure would kind of just sigh and sort of just look back on their small hideout and just kind of twirl their bat a bit more. This whole conflict's kind of getting a little more intense. But, you know, the underdogs are going to make it in the end. And we're going to end that there.
Hooray! Mystery Man talks on the phone.
Mystery Man talks on the phone. He says some things. Yeah,
Why
don't.
is it my rerun? I don't understand.
Yeah, don't worry. You're never gonna meet him ever.
Never.
So.
No,
Never.
Never. Mm-hmm. But let me get
Never.
the funky '90s theme that I'm gonna be using. All right, let's get the new icons. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Funny Leo
Funky
and
Leopold.
Nyx.
Funky Leopold and Daphne and Montes are technically a little bit updated, but I'm not gonna blow them up just for that. I just changed their eyes a bit. I guess we could show Ziana's new stuff and
yeah, I guess.
Nyx. How do
Oh,
people?
Nyx
What do
is-
people think?
yeah. What do people
I
think of
enjoyed
Nick?
myself.
I had fun.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I had fun.
Again, this is just some base establishment, you know. Chill time. We're having anything going on, and I get to show up a little bit of lore.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yep.
And of course, I'll show up the momentum mine. I'm actually really happy with this icon. You know,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
rhombus.
yeah, it's a rhombus.
Square.
Kudos to anyone who can get where this is inspired from, because this is directly ripped from something
Reversed.
else.
Cube.
Rob,
Hmm.
I can't believe it.
There we go. I'm a genius.
But yeah,
Sure.
it's a
What,
What?
beats, shapes and beats or something? I don't know.
yeah, pretty far off.
Alright.
Yeah,
And spooky
Mystery
rhombus
Man.
eyes.
yeah, mystery man.
Oh. Yeah,
There we go.
funny lizard girl. She has roots. What do people think of that, Ed? By the way.
She's fun.
Yeah, you got a lot of customization you can do.
That is,
Yeah.
that's the idea.
She's really funky. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Alright, sorry. Wowie.
Wowie
Austin,
zowie.
Is there something people can do if they're...
There is something. Yeah. So
Hmm.
if you did enjoy
Really?
this, and you want to know when, where, how, why, you can get to more of the stuff we're doing here. There is this one place you can join. It's our Discord server. It's called Charles Styles Fine Dining. Ah!
Ugh. Join fine dining
Yeah.
to help me live.
Join it. And with that,
Ah.
thank you all for watching. As always, it's great being able to do this as we do it. Thank you to my fellow players here today, and of course, big thank you to Kakapo as the GM. Yeah. And with that, thank you all one more time. And for now, say goodbye to chat, everyone.
Bye to chat,
Good, everybody.